Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Alex Thomas here, back with another episode of Nerd Talk. We're on episode 62, guys. 62. I'm here with my colleagues, Tyler, aka Mind of a Nerd, AJ from AJ Reacts 2, and we have a special guest today. We have Jennifer here with us. I guess what's your YouTube? Jennifer V Movies? Is that your YouTube channel as well, or is this Jennifer Vega?
Yeah, just my name, Jennifer Vega. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's your Instagram. That's what your name is on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing?
Fucking hype.
Pretty good.
I'm hyped.
Pretty good.
Hype to talk about Evil Dead.
Hell
Got
yeah.
some good stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, we got some good stuff to talk about. We're gonna go ahead and speed through this so we can get the Evil Dead, because I'm very excited to talk about it as well. Over these last couple of days, I've been thinking about how my thoughts been going on it, so I'm ready to really go deep in spoilers. So let's go ahead and jump into this news, you guys, so we can get to that. Starting with the first topic, and that is a new Godzilla vs. Kong sequel has been announced. Well, the title's been really announced. We think we knew it was coming, but the title's been announced. It's called The New Empire. Tyler hit it right on the head. It sounds like a freaking Star Wars title. But what are you guys' thoughts on this? I mean, do we really need this movie? I don't think we need another Godzilla vs. Kong. I don't think so.
No, but I will say this: we just rewatched it the other night. That movie is so dumb. I love it. And it's from the same director, and it's got some of the same people coming back, so I'm not mad about that. It's a monkey and a dinosaur beating the shit out of each other, or a lizard beating the shit out of each other. And from the looks of the trailer, it looks like they're gonna be teaming up to fight even more evil, sinister monkey. I mean,
Sinister monkey.
it sounds goofy, but I mean that's what it is. You know, I know people that were like, "Oh, well, the humans, Godzilla vs. Kong." Dude, what kaiju movie doesn't have terrible humans? I mean, Jesus. It delivered on the meat and potatoes, which were the lizard and the monkey fighting each other, and then them teaming together to fight a robotic lizard.
See, but that's where my standards go, is Mecha Godzilla. Like, we've seen that. What else can you go more than that other than another, obviously, like I said, another big monster, but they fought Mecha Godzilla. Like,
well, I mean, that was a standard for you. That wasn't for me, because Mecha Godzilla looked terrible to me. But not CGI wise, design wise. But I really don't care. As long as it's entertaining, I don't care what they can do. They could ship Godzilla and Kong to the moon to fight this whatever thing, and I wouldn't care. Like, as long as it's entertaining, I don't care.
We'll turn to Fast 9.
Yeah.
AJ, your thoughts?
I basically feel like Tyler. Like we rewatched it, the first Godzilla versus Kong the other night, and I was getting hyped, and I'm like, this could be pretty decent. So, I mean, it's not anything to really take that seriously. These movies aren't meant to be taken that seriously, so you know, it could be some fun.
For sure. Jen?
Yeah, I agree with AJ. These movies to me are like I don't care too much about them to like be super mad at the new one or anything. These movies are just fun to me. The last one is really stupid, but I also enjoyed it. Like, it's kind of one of those, like, I just love eating popcorn and watching these movies. Right. But the name I didn't know there was a new title revealed. I just found out because of you guys. And it is very much giving Star Wars.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
New Empire.
I'm sure Kathleen Kennedy saw that and said, fuck.
Can't call the next Star Wars movie that.
So it's like changing the drafts.
Yeah, literally calling up Warner Bros. Like, why the freak would you guys title that? Like, but yeah, if you guys got any thoughts on this in the comment section below, let us know in the comment section below. Are you guys excited for this? Do you guys not want it? You know, let me know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. More Warner Brothers stuff. We're talking about this stuff because CinemaCon just came up and Warner Brothers did their panel. But this has been announced for a while. New Conjuring series on HBO Max.
No, this is a movie. This isn't the show. This is something different.
Oh, so this is the movie. Okay.
Yeah. I talked about the show last week.
Oh, right. Okay. So yeah, this is still stupid. Why are we getting another Conjuring? I think the Conjuring franchise is straight in the toilet at this point. I finally watched the third one and I was not impressed. It was pretty boring. The best part of the movie was the opening sequence, and after that, it went straight down the toilet.
Those movies to me, I love the first one, and I especially really like the second one, but after that, like, yeah, they just go downhill. And I
It's
keep sinking themselves into, like, worse and worse movies.
Yes.
And
I
now
said
Show
this.
2, it's
My
just
bad.
it's weird. I don't know what they're trying to do with it, but I'm like, you guys are not going in a good direction. So I
No.
don't know.
I said that we were talking about this earlier. I was like, bro, this franchise used to have even. I feel like it was everything before Curse of La Llorona, because even I really like the third Annabelle movie. It's not great, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
the third Annabelle movie is to, well, people say creation, but I like Comes Home. Come Home is a more
Was that the
it's a fun
remind
movie.
me, the third one was the one where
it's in the house.
Ed and Lorraine Warren come out? Like, that's that one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't love that one that much. I like the one that comes, I think, before that, the second one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Creation.
I like that movie a lot
Yeah.
because it's like a haunted house movie, and I kind of like that about it. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I feel like everything after that. Well, La Llorona came out before that one, but whatever. Those ever since La Llorona, they've just been like making them just so half-assed. Well, no,
Yeah.
actually, no. It was the Nun because the Nun came out
I was
before
about to
those.
say, yeah, you keep
Oh, yeah,
forgetting
the
about that
Nun.
one. You forget about that one.
They just, I feel like The Conjuring 1, even I don't hate Annabelle. I think it's very fine. But like
It's fine.
Conjuring 1, Annabelle, Conjuring 2, the second Annabelle, to me, they were kind of trying. I just feel like this second wave of them is just so blah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's and
Not
the
as much
third
care.
one, the third one was blah to me. And I feel like they're just pumping them out and they just don't care anymore. And it first of all, this shouldn't have been a franchise to begin with. I don't understand. Like the concept is cool, like a horror cinematic universe is cool, but it's just
Yeah.
why?
It's only cool if you're building to something. Like compared to the
Yeah.
MCU, they were building to Thanos. With this, what are you guys building to? You're just
And
showing
we're
us.
getting-
I mean,
you know,
do we really want them to be building to like
No,
some
but-
big monster? Like,
It's almost just like, I mean, I
why
think
should
what
I care then? You know,
what I can say about it is, like, I guess I guess to me at least, it makes rewatching some of the old ones maybe a slight bit cooler because it's
The
like,
first
oh,
Annabelle.
I know about like this demonic creature or like this thing, but yeah, it's a little weird. I can't totally say that because I like the franchise, but I can understand that it's like kind of going to shit in a little bit, and I'm like, because I feel like I get what they're trying to do, like make this big universe where it's just like all of these stories and whatever true facts about,
right?
But it's like, I don't know, it's a little weird. I also feel like sometimes they use Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, like Ed and Lorraine Warren, in a way to like shock, like I guess to bring the audiences in, like, oh, they're
James Wan,
coming,
too.
they're in it because like we know this, we know that.
They
But it's
definitely
like,
did that with Annabelle.
like how
they
much,
already-
like it's like how much are they
Annabelle,
actually
comes
bringing to the
Mhm.
story and like to the characters in the movies?
I feel like this
yeah.
franchise is there was a meme I saw when they had announced the fifth Toy Story movie, and it was of this dude going up to a cow and it was all dried out, and he was going to milk the cow, but the cow was all dried out. I feel like that's this franchise at this point. It's like,
Yeah,
what can
yeah.
like we're getting a second Nun movie, and everyone's like, this is going to be the best one in the franchise. What are you possibly going to? First of all, the
Yeah.
Exorcism franchise, the Exorcist genre, whatever, is so blah at this point. What
Yeah.
are you going to be adding
Yeah.
to that? And then
Yeah.
what are you going to do that you didn't do in the first movie? To me, you had one shot and you blew it because I didn't care about
Yeah.
that movie, and I don't care
For
about
sure.
this one, and I really don't care about another Conjuring movie because Devil Made Me Do It. I was like, okay, this is the first one without James Wan. Let's see how you. Oh, it was terrible. Okay, no, don't do that ever again. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the guy who did that one because the guy who did that one is doing the Nun too. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes the veteran, if you will. I use veteran very loosely. That veteran implies you being good at something.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know.
AJ, you got any thoughts? I don't think you talked.
I didn't. I'm not. I don't feel as strongly about this one. I don't feel like it's necessary at all. I do enjoy the franchise, but I can admit there are a lot of duds here. I'm more interested in the series for some reason. I don't know why, but another Conjuring movie. It's just another Conjuring movie.
I think
I'm
a
not
show
really
could
feeling
be cool. You know, if
I
they
think-
actually did, I don't know, Amityville. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, that's the
That-
movie I
they
want,
need
but
that
they just
for
won't
the
do it.
second
My
one.
guess they might not have the rights to the actual
Yeah,
Amityville story.
I was gonna say that. I wonder if it's like a rights issue, but also I feel like I feel like Amityville has been done so many times. I
has
wonder if
been.
they're just like, I don't want to touch it because it's like
Yeah,
I feel like everybody
Yeah.
knows the story. Although like maybe they can do a better job at it. Maybe they can do a sucky job at it. Because honestly, I don't think I've seen a good Amityville movie.
I'd
in my
certainly hope
opinion.
they could do a better job because the original is not good.
Yeah,
I've
the
never seen
original is-
remake.
yeah. The remake.
Yeah,
I
I
like
haven't seen
the
the
remake a little more than the original. They go a little more with the imagery, but
Get out.
that we get the opening of Conjuring 2 shows the events of them going to investigate, but we don't see what happens after that.
I doubt that they'll pick that back up. It doesn't seem like they're going to pick that back up at all. And if did we get a confirmation that Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are going to be in this series?
No.
Okay. I feel like this series could benefit from it being its own thing, kind of like an anthology.
I feel like
a little
Devil
bit.
Made Me Do It made
Yeah.
it that they were done.
Yeah.
No,
I don't remember how that ended.
No,
I also don't remember how that ended.
me
I literally
either, really,
don't
but
remember that movie.
me either, really. But I feel
I
like they
remember,
could.
like-
There's so many stories that they could tell with these.
An
characters.
anthology would be really cool, almost like American Horror Story. Like each season is an anthology, but also they have a new show where it's like every episode it's its own story. Like that could be cool.
They're gonna make it a
Horror
prequel.
Stories.
They're gonna make it a prequel. Ed and Lorraine Warren are in preschool, and they find a holy cross in the playground. Oh, what's this? Then boom! Oh!
Not the preschool.
This franchise is just—it's just like the other thing we're not talking about, which is Insidious. It's just such a dead franchise. I don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
It's funny. They both
I like
have
Insidious,
They
but
both,
I
they
love
both have
two of
Patrick
them.
Wilson in it. That's funny. As that
I'm excited for the new one. The trailer
I like
kind
Fury.
of looks bad, but
The trailer looks a little
Kinda.
bad. It does.
Yeah.
It looks a little
But
bad. It looks a little bad.
I don't know. I didn't
Yeah.
hate the college
Just a little bit.
concept, but it doesn't look great. It does look
It's-
straight to
yeah.
They do the
It look-
same shot with the red faced guy, like it's gonna scare us again. That's not gonna scare us, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
we've
dude.
seen
That's
that.
not gonna
Yeah.
scare us, dude. We've seen
We've
that.
Especially-
We've done that.
Especially when we've made fun of it for so long. I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, for sure. It's a meme at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
So yeah. If you guys got any thoughts on this new Conjuring movie coming out, we need to talk about. It's called The Last Rites. That's
Yeah.
what it's called.
Oh yeah, last rights.
But I'm not excited for it. I'm like I said, the first one is the best one out of this entire franchise, at least in my
I agree with
opinion.
that.
But,
I like to.
Tyler likes
I
two.
love them. I love them both though.
yeah,
I'm with the second one, but I really like the first one. That's like one of the first horror movies that legitimately terrified me.
yeah.
I
Oh,
saw that when it came out.
Patrick Wilson singing Elvis, bro. It don't get better than that.
For sure.
That part is honestly amazing. I love that part.
So yeah. If you guys got any thoughts on this topic, let me know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, and I guess we're sticking with horror on this one because we got a new Final Destination in the works, number 6, which is crazy that they don't have more of these movies. It's surprising they
It
only
is.
have 5.
It is surprising.
But in my opinion, I think with the way 5 ended, I don't think they need to make any more. Because spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen Final Destination 5, I'm gonna spoil it.
I haven't seen it.
No,
No.
I won't say it. I won't say it.
I've actually,
It-
I really want to watch all of these movies. I've only ever seen the first 2.
I think
So-
you're gonna dig 'em.
Oh yeah,
You should
you're
watch-
right.
you
Yeah.
should
No,
watch
I
it.
love the
Three,
first
three.
movie. The second one I haven't seen
You can skip 4.
in. I haven't
Can't
seen the second
you?
one.
You
forever.
Yeah, it doesn't tie into anything.
Why would you
Skip
deprive
forward.
her of cinema, bro? Then come on, bro.
Unless you want to see CGI bullcrap
Bro.
flying in your face like
Bro.
in 3D.
We'll just put it like this. 5
tampons in
kind
the
of
ears,
seems
bro.
like it wraps it up.
Yes.
5 is a good way to wrap it up. I don't think we need another one of these movies. This is another franchise. I think studios like Warner Brothers see like, okay, we got this franchise. Let's go ahead and make another one because it's gonna make their budget back.
John, it's okay to be wrong, bro. I mean, I don't know.
4 is not good. No, it's not good.
Man.
4 is cinema, bro.
It's not, bro. It's not.
It is.
But yeah, number 6 is in the works. I don't know what the concept is going to be. Because I feel like they've done everything so far. Planes, train. No, they did train as well.
Done boats.
In 3. Yeah, they did a boat. They did a roller coaster, like a highway.
We haven't gone.
Did like an eye doctor one, right?
Yeah, that's
I haven't seen that one. I've seen this.
That's 5.
The eye doctor is 5.
That is 5.
That's the laser eye surgery.
Yeah.
Bro, that freeway scene in 2 is fucking business, bro.
When
that cop gets it through the car,
that's forever known to people when they see that truck. They know exactly what you're talking about when you say, when I see that, do not be behind it.
Yep, I will be getting in the other lane.
Yeah. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on this, man?
I feel like Final Destination in a weird way is a franchise that I feel like the reason they took so long, like we have so few of them, is because they are trying to make it better. And I feel like these 4 does not come off that way at all. But they do take a lot of time to make, and they do take creativity, whether that creativity is good or not, in all actuality, if 4 had practical effects, I don't think it'd be as bad as it is, legitimately.
No, the acting is terrible too.
I'll take practical.
Really
okay, but a lot of horror movies have bad acting in it.
I mean, I'm comparing it to I'm comparing it to the Final Destination franchise, not other horror franchise.
Yes, the acting in the first one is not good to me.
It's not terrible though. Not like 4.
Yeah, it could be better.
I agree, but I will take like practical kills and practical effects.
Is great in that movie, bro.
Over. But point is, I feel like they are trying to take their time with this. This has been in the works for like 3 years now, so they are trying. But it is the 6th movie in the franchise. I can't think of a 6th movie. Well, Jason Lives. If this movie ends up being like what Jason Lives to Friday the 13th is for Final Destination, then Godspeed.
Or Scream 6.
Or Scream 6. Definitely Scream 6. Thank you.
Be the Scream 6 of the Final Destination franchise.
I'm interested. I got to see some trailers and all that. But
for sure. Jen?
I mean,
I know you only seen the first 2.
Yeah,
though.
but I really like the first one. I really, really like that movie. So I'll watch them and then I'll let you know when I watch all the other ones, especially 4. But I think these are movies that I like. I love the first one, so I don't see why I wouldn't like the other ones.
3 is good.
3 is the best one.
3. I love
3 is the best one.
3 is good. 5 is tolerable. 4.
Well, people love 5 though. I talked to several people that love
I don't get
5.
it.
We were just talking about it,
and I was like, it's not bad.
It's fine.
It's just like,
it's not better than 3.
It's not better than 3.
The thing that kills it is some of the logic and the fact that they opted for CGI kills. Yeah. CGI is the kryptonite of any horror movie. That's not Evil Dead.
You gotta watch 3 and 5 for sure. Like I said, skip 4. It doesn't tie into anything. That's the great thing I love about, especially even 3. Like you can literally watch 3. They do reference events from the other movies, but I mean, you could just literally watch 3 and just have a good time.
They reference stuff in 4. I'm not trying to defend 4. I'm just saying they reference the other movies in 4 too.
Yeah, you can still skip it though. It doesn't really matter.
Really trying to make me not watch that.
Don't watch it. I have it and it's still wrapped in plastic. Like,
bro, send that shit to me. I'll watch the fuck out that shit. Bro.
No, I'm a completionist. You think I'm about to get rid of it? No.
I will watch the fuck out that shit, bro.
So if you guys, AJ, go ahead. My bad. I'm about to skip you.
I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. I do enjoy the Final Destination franchise a lot. So, a 6th one. Hey, what the heck? Let's do it.
Another movie to buy in my collection. God damn it.
Yep. Another movie to buy.
Another Blu-ray. But you guys got any thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Details about Kraven the Hunter movie revealed. I'm gonna let Tyler go ahead and take this over because I have no idea what the details are. Go ahead, Tyler.
So, CinemaCon was this past 2 days, whatever. And last night was Sony's panel, and they talked about Kraven. There were not many things revealed about this. They showed a trailer. Obviously, we didn't see it. But they said that, one, the movie's rated R. I'll get into that in a second. Two, Rhino is confirmed to be in this movie. Apparently, comic accurate Rhino. I'll get into that too. And it's supposed to be like really bloody. And Aaron Taylor Johnson has the comic look. That's really all we found out.
Okay.
This movie being rated R has absolutely zero effect on my soul. First of all, this movie does not matter. I will watch this movie, wake up, unless it's like another movie. I really will not ever talk about this movie ever again. This was the one with Morbius when I think they had announced these at the same time where I was like, okay, who cares? Who cares? I swear to you,
people like Kraven though. A lot of people like Kraven as a villain.
I like
Morbius. I feel like hardly anybody talks about Kraven.
I like Morbius as a villain, but when they had announced that, I was like, what? And then we got this gift to cinema, bro. This movie is
like, what is that?
That's Morbius.
the gift that keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving.
That's Morbius.
I still haven't watched it yet.
Bro,
you're not missing much, bro. You're not.
I know. I'm not.
I was going to try to get you to watch it by the end of the year.
That movie changed my life.
He gonna say, since we watched the last night, I have to watch Morbius. I said, but you was going to watch the last night anyway, bro, so that doesn't mean anything.
Listen, I really don't care about this movie at all. I think it's an absolute waste. The trailer could look cool. I'd be like, okay. I even thought Morbius legit looked cool. Like the one of the trailers, I was like, oh, okay, that doesn't look too bad. Again, the movie being rated R, it has no effect on me. That Morbius should have been rated R, and the Venom movie should have been rated R. Neither were rated R, but no, we're gonna give Kraven the R rating. I think the description was like, oh, that he's like biting people's faces off. I'm like, that's what should have been happening in Morbius, bro.
and Venom.
And Venom.
I don't know, man. This really doesn't have it. I'm sure Aaron Taylor Johnson is gonna be fine. I don't care. And if they're still building this weird, stupid ass Sinister Six build up crossover thing, you can keep it because it makes no sense, and I don't care to see it. You already did it in No Way Home, and it was incredible. Leave it alone.
For sure.
Stop it.
Sure.
Yeah. This news did not affect me whatsoever. I am so out of the realm of the Sonyverse. After Let There Be Carnage, I said that I'm not watching any of these.
I haven't watched that either.
In the theater. I'm not watching any, and I missed Morbius in the theater. I watched it at home, and it was for good reason. That was not a good movie at all. So
you liked it more than me, though.
What'd you say?
You liked it more than me.
It's not good though. Like I can still say that it's not good. There are some elements that I were like, okay, that's not so bad, but the movie is not good as a whole. And then the only reason why I would be slightly interested in Madam Web is because of the cast. That's it,
dude.
That's really it. I'm Kraven. I'll see it when it comes to streaming.
I'm convinced they're trolling us with that Madam Webcast, bro. They're like, oh, well, come on, bro. We got the goods, bro. We're going to see.
It's a stat cast.
Oh, my God.
Trying to get
my eyes. Bob.
Yeah, I agree with AJ. I really don't care about this at all. Like, I'm with you. Like, I just wish Sony would just give up the Marvel stuff. Just go ahead and just give it up, man. I know y'all want the money. That's what all y'all care about.
Bro,
you care about the box office.
You know what?
Just go ahead and give it up. That's all I care.
You know what they're thinking right now? They're thinking, well, Morbius didn't do great, but we did better than Shazam. So we're gonna keep fucking doing it.
See, that's a different studio, so I don't care. See, when it comes to Marvel, I think about Feige, Disney. I'd like just go ahead and just revert all the characters over there. Yeah, they have everything at this point. It's hard for them to pump out the content, but at this point, just stop. The Sony verse, Spider Verse, whatever is dead. Keep it animated. Y'all do the animated stuff because Spider Verse is what it is. Into the Spider Verse. Just go ahead and stick to that. Don't do no live action shit at this point. Yeah. But Jen, you got any thoughts on this?
I know. Well, I learned most of this about this movie in today's stream. I don't know much about it, so I haven't seen Morbius. I thought you saw. Yeah, Morbius. No, I haven't seen it. I saw both Venoms. I think the first one is fine. It's like I would never watch it again. Like it's not good, but it was like watchable. I think the second one was actually really bad. I watched it. That's why I haven't seen Morbius yet, because I would really like to see that movie worse. With a group of friends and just laugh at it. Because that's how, way to watch it. When we were watching Venom, we didn't watch it in a sense to laugh at it. I was like, oh, maybe it's gonna be fine, but no, it was
me too.
Laughable.
Me too.
And so no, I literally don't know anything about this movie except I knew Aaron Taylor Johnson. I had seen that on Instagram and stuff, but I don't really have any thoughts. Will I check it out? I don't know. We'll see.
You know how you're reacting when you saw Halloween Resurrection for the first time? That's how you're gonna react watching Morbius.
I'm so sorry you had that reaction to Halloween Resurrection. You should have hit up us. We would have told you to pass on that. You didn't have to watch that movie.
No, it's fine. That was a time.
Alex, you gotta take the good with the bad, man. You gotta check out the bad stuff sometimes.
Sometimes when people tell me that something's bad, I need to watch it. I'm like, why is it bad? I need to experience it.
Yeah.
I just need to know.
But but just think about it. That's 2 hours you would never get back.
That's true.
Oh no, I'll get it back watching Morbius.
That's 2 hours you would never get back.
Dude, I've seen Morbius 3 times. I don't care. I've seen it 3 times.
I watched it 3 times as well.
My condolences. Mine is still wrapped in plastic, so
I've seen it when it came out. I watched it with AJ and I watched it with John.
My condolences.
Now you got to watch it with Alex.
No, it's gonna stay in plastic. So if you guys got any thoughts on this, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, we're all not excited for it. This can kick rocks at this point. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, and it's about Adam Driver being rumored as Reed Richards in the MCU. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. I don't know. I'm kind of.
I was pulling for him to be Dr. Doom.
I second that. I think he'll be a great Dr. Doom.
When I saw this, I was like, okay. I mean, honestly, the man can do no wrong. The man could kick a dog, and I'd still love him. No, I love Adam Driver. I do. I think he's
kicking the dog would not work for me. No,
cancelled.
Get him! It's the theater. I think he's one of the best actors working. I really do. I loved him in House of Gucci. I think he was really good.
Best part in House of Gucci, actually.
Yeah,
I love him as Kylo Ren. He is the glue that holds that shit show together. Sure. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff he's done. I'm sure I've seen him.
I'm gonna throw something out. If you guys have not seen What If with Daniel Radcliffe, he's in that movie and he's hilarious in the movie. Adam Driver is really good in that movie. Him and Daniel Radcliffe have great chemistry.
Great actor, What's more concerning to me is the other casting rumors that apparently Mila Kunis is supposed to be Sue Storm. She's one of the running. I was like, why, bro? Why? That I cannot see that at all. I understand Emily Blunt didn't want to do it, but that's your next choice.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Mila Kunis performance that I took seriously.
There was a movie
nothing but comedy.
No, there was
she was
a
in
movie
Book
that
of
came
Eli
out.
too, wasn't she?
There was a
She was
movie
in
that
it.
came out that she was in that was serious. I forgot when it came out. I think it was like
Jupiter
2020.
Ascending.
No.
Yeah, I was it last year or 2 years ago? I think I know what you're talking
True.
about. I think I may have
2020.
seen it. I saw a movie with her recently. I think it was on Netflix. I don't remember what it was called though, and it was like kind of serious, but also actually no, it was serious, but like she was playing like this is a serious situation, but I'm gonna use comedy in a way to like.
I think
go
she was.
around it.
Have you guys seen? I think she was in. Is this called A Simple Favor? Is that what it's called? Where's the
movie Jennifer?
No, that's not her. That's
Luckiest Girl Alive.
That's Anna Kendrick. That's not her.
Kendrick and Blake
Yeah, that
Lively.
one, Luckiest Girl Alive.
That's the one I'm talking about.
I don't know.
She was good in that one, but it's not anything like outstanding.
Bro, I feel like in the weirdest way, it's gonna be distracting. I don't know. All I can say is we could wait with that. The same thing with this. You know, if he gets casted, he gets casted. His hair is the thing
Yeah,
that
they had to do something with that.
And Adam Driver with short hair, I don't want that, bro. There are many few actors and actresses that their hair is their key component. Mr. Adam Driver is one of those people. That man has awesome hair. I love it.
For sure.
Luscious locks.
Luscious locks.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with it, but I'd have to see it. Like Adam Driver in blue spandex with a 4 on it. I don't know.
But, AJ.
Yeah, like when I heard this news, I was like, okay, this could be really cool. I really like Adam Driver as an actor, so and he's one of the actors that I feel is more versatile. So I feel like he would be able to pull this off, and I'm for it. If it's not true, I won't, or since it is rumor, if it's not true, it's not that big of a deal.
Well,
but
depends on who the actual actor is.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm talking about like if they just are like, Adam Driver's not gonna do it, then I'm like,
it's also easier for him because he's already worked with Disney before because he's been in the Star Wars movie.
The thing is,
easy just call him up and say, "Hey, you want to do this?"
I kind of hope it's true because when they do, Martin Scorsese's gonna be punching the air for days, bro. Be like, no.
John asks a great. Who would y'all cast if it's not him?
I don't know. There was one name. It wasn't John Krasinski. I don't want that anymore. There was one name that I saw and I was like, yeah. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know. There's so many names.
Since I've seen John Krasinski as the character in MCU, it's like I can't get that out of my head that it actually happened. So
that was wild.
Of course, the way they did it was fucked up, but they actually did it.
Oh man, what a time to be alive! Multiverse of Madness.
For sure. Jen, what are your thoughts on this? Even though I probably found this out today.
No, I knew about this, but I don't kill me. I've never seen Fantastic Four or anything. Like why
would we kill you? Those movies aren't good.
I don't know. Like I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm here and I
guilty
pleasures. I know very little about them, so I can't say that I'm like they're happy or mad about the news. Like I like Adam Driver. I agree with you guys. I think he's a really good actor, especially I think one of the best actors that we have right now. So I don't think I think he'd do a good job, but I don't know how the character is or like so I can't say too much, but I feel like Adam Driver.
You're not helping your argument here. She was not very good in that movie.
Oh my god, I forgot about that movie.
First one's okay. It's a very comic book movie.
Yeah, for sure. The first Fantastic Four. Yeah, it's one of those. It's a watch. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's a movie that came out 2005. It's a comic movie that came out 2005.
I thought that was 4.
It came out 2005. I know.
Jen, what's your favorite performance from Adam Driver? Do you have one?
Mine. I really like him in Star Wars. I don't love Kylo Ren as a character, but I think he's really good in that.
Marriage Story. He's good in that too.
But I'm trying to think. I'd either say I think Marriage Story or House of Gucci. I think he's really good in House of Gucci. That movie to me is like I don't think that movie's great. I enjoyed it, but I think he's like the best part of that movie.
When I was watching House of Gucci, I said they should have let They should have had Martin Scorsese make that movie instead of Ridley Scott. You could tell by the way the direction was. You could tell he was making two movies at the same time.
That movie would have been like.
He was making two movies at the same time.
That movie would have been like 4 hours long if it was directed by Martin Scorsese.
But you know for damn sure it's gonna be cinema. If he made the movie, it's gonna be cinema.
I don't know, because Wolf of Wall Street, I really like that movie, but by the time it was over, I'm like,
come on, man, that movie's fantastic.
It's really good, but by the end of it, I was ready to pass out. I'm like, oh my god.
I still need to watch that movie.
You know, that's a movie.
Good luck.
That's a movie.
Especially
for
God. Good luck.
Yeah.
There's a
know.
lot of crazy stuff happening in that
movie. The first thing he does in the movie.
I know.
Think about like the craziest thing, and then like times it
on cocaine.
On cocaine.
On Quaaludes.
Yes.
Got it.
So yeah. Anybody else have any thoughts on this? We can move on to the next topic.
Yes.
Adam Driver is really good in The Last Duel. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I still need to watch The Last Duel.
Yes, all of
Oh my god, yes! I just remembered that movie. Wait, I have like a funny story with that movie because I always forget I watched it. I love that movie actually, but when I first went to see it at the movie theater, my theater like got like completely blacked out, like no power, like they got no power at all. Half of the movie, and it was horrible because it was like it was about to get to a really good part. And then I just finished half of it at my house like 2-3 weeks later. And I'm like, so I should have watched the whole thing, but I really didn't want to for some reason. But no, I like that movie though. Like I forgot he was in that movie.
That happened to me with
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon, Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck,
yeah. I remember when that happened to you. I felt so bad for you. I was like, oh, that's a good
I
movie.
was so mad.
Terrible.
I was so mad. That's never happened to me in my life in any movie theater.
I've never had a screen cut off, and I've never had power shut off in the theater.
Tyler had where the alarm went off, and they all had to exit the building.
That's fucked up.
Horrible. I've also had like parts of the ceiling of the theater fall almost on me.
Oh,
I literally. It was when I was watching. Oh my god, what's the Northman?
Oh,
terrible.
It was like my theater, like on I go to AMC, so on Tuesdays it's like discounts or whatever.
Right.
So I just went on a Tuesday. It was like empty. Like who the heck is going on a Tuesday? It was like at 1 p.m. or something. And I'm sitting down and I remember I got like mozzarella sticks with a friend of mine. And then I put the mozzarella sticks like next to me in the empty chair really quickly. And then I feel like water coming from the ceiling. So I'm like, what is that? And then I look to the top and it just looks like it's literally about to fall. Like if it's like full of water. And then I was like, okay, that's weird, whatever. So I move one and I move the mozzarella sticks to the seat that I originally was. Literally plummets down, like ruins the mozzarella sticks. I got like pretty wet. It was like disgusting, like just parts of the ceiling. And then I go outside to tell somebody because I'm like I wasn't even trying to be annoying. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, give me free tickets, like whatever.
Right.
I was just like, dude, like the ceiling literally just fell, like part of it. And then they were just like, oh, we'll just clean it later. So then I just had to like go back. I missed like 10-15 minutes of the movie and then I just sat somewhere else. But
I'd have been like, where's your manager?
What movie were you seeing?
You said the Northman?
It was the Northman.
Oh, the Northman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wow.
The first 20 minutes of that movie is throwaway anyway.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, it was an experience. I was like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
At least it didn't happen during the movie. Just freaking what's his face? Alexander? No, the other one. Yeah. No, that is his name. Alexander Skarsgård.
I still need to finish it. I only got halfway through that movie.
I
like that movie.
You gotta watch it all over.
It looks great on 4K.
You can't start.
That's a man's movie, bro.
It looks great on 4K.
That movie make you feel like a man. Bro. Oh my god, that movie's amazing.
Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. The Equalizer 3 first trailer. Did not know this movie was coming out until they revealed the damn trailer. Yeah, the trailer was good. You see Denzel being a straight badass, using his watch like he always does. Tyler, you need to see these movies because they're really good. They are.
Especially the first one.
The second one is pretty long though, so strap in for that one. But
I just got to John Wick. Leave me alone.
Yeah, Denzel's really good in these movies. I wish they were connected to John Wick because he's like that caliber. He's just a straight dog.
At
But,
this rate, a lot of people in a lot of action movies are like John Wick, which is
Yeah, for
why
sure.
I'm sick of action movies. It looks fine. The action looks cool. You know, I've seen one scene of these movies. I don't know which one it was, but I liked what I saw. Uh, Denzel looks like he's gonna be cool in it. I like that it's directed by Anton Fuqua again.
Mhm.
the consistency.
It looks cool. You know, other than like the last 10 seconds of the trailer, I didn't really freak out. I was like, oh, all right, that looks neat. You know, the setup looks like generic action movie setup, but whatever. You know, I'm sure it'll be a good time.
Yeah. I was actually getting really hyped when I was watching that trailer because I watched the Flash trailer first, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I watched the Equalizer 3 trailer. I was like, yo, like going into the Equalizer 3 trailer, I was like, this movie does not even need to happen at all.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
The first two
I
was
agree.
fine. Like the first one was, I really liked the first one a lot, and then the second one, it was cool. Action is always great, all the way through across the board. But going into that trailer, I was just like, you know, whatever. Watch the trailer. I was like, I'm seeing this day one. First day on this one.
I'll be there day one.
Yeah, it was good. It was a really good trailer. And it, like Tyler said, it seemed kind of a generic story build up. Yeah, but the action was dope. So
yeah, for sure. Jen, you probably didn't watch the trailer, did you?
No, I've never seen any of these movies. I know of them, but I've never seen them either.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like the reason I never got to them is because they're not praised as high as John Wick. They're just not.
Yeah.
They're not as good as John Wick.
Everybody in their mommy was talking about John Wick every time they came out. Equalizer. The only person I ever knew that talked about these movies is my mommy. Like, legitimately. Like, she has been the one that's like, yo, watch the fucking Equalizer. And I'm like, you know,
I gotta watch John Wick first.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It I'll be there. It looks fun. Oh man. Yeah. It looks
Denzel is one of my favorite actors of all time, so
he looks like he's gonna be good in it. That's definitely not the problem I'm having.
Yeah, for sure. You ain't never gotta worry about him phoning in a terrible performance. You know, he's always gonna deliver, hit the goods. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. The Flash trailer 2.
Me.
Let's go. I thought the trailer was good. You know, some great one-liners, some great shots. I think this trailer shows all the good shots that's going to be in the movie. I do agree with Tyler. I think the Batman Flash suit is not good, not good at all. I don't even like the Flash's suit. I don't really like it all like that either.
I'm fine.
I think we talked about it in the chat. I think Supergirl's probably going to steal the show for sure.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, I mean, she's had some of the best moments in this trailer and in the first trailer. So, yeah, I think it's gonna look cool. I'm glad they didn't really spoil a lot of stuff. We kind of got some of the same more expanded scenes from the first trailer, which I'm very happy about because Warner Brothers tend to spoil a lot of stuff in their trailers and show a little bit too much, and they really didn't do that this time.
Shazam! Black Adam. Oh my god!
I mean, you can say the same thing about their other trailers like BVS and Aquaman. Most of those trailers are like 4 or 5 minutes long for no reason. Even though they're good, but they're a little
long.
I love the Comic-Con trailer for BVS, but I watched it again. Like they're showing everything, like everything.
Nah, bro. They were like, we showed a lot. Oh, we didn't show everything. All right, trailer 3, we're gonna show Doomsday.
Yep. So yeah, give me you guys thoughts on this trailer.
This movie's gonna be good, isn't it?
I hope so. I hope it's good.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
It looks good. I haven't seen this new trailer, but I saw the trailer, the first one, and it looks fun. Like, genuinely looks really, really good.
I
think the first trailer is better than this trailer, though.
I agree.
Interesting.
They seriously need to fix the CGI in this movie. What the dude? When I have friends that don't cover things like this texting me, they need to fix the CGI. That's bad. Mm-hmm. They need to fix the CGI.
You have a lot of
Aside,
video games.
I'd say the
like
first trailer CGI was worse than this one.
aside from that, looks cool. The best part of this trailer is Batman. A lot of people have made this joke. This literally looks like a Batman movie starring the Flash.
It does look like a Batman movie for sure.
And I would not be surprised if, for one agenda or not, people walk out of this movie saying, "Oh yeah, my favorite part was Michael Keaton."
Mike Keaton, yeah.
You know, I'm not concerned about Michael Keaton. You know, he is a very good actor. He is great. I love him as the Vulture. So I'm not doubting him at all. I think I'd be more negative if they were going with the original nonsense that they were going with by having him be the main Batman. You know, the action looks cool. I'm sitting on the throne that Supergirl and Zod will be the best part of this movie, especially Zod. I'm very excited to see Zod back. I think he's gonna kill it. Yeah, it just looks fun. You know, I'm not. People have been they're screening the movie right now as we speak at CinemaCon. Do I think this movie is going to be the best of the DCEU? No, I just really don't, because to me, you're going to have to be better than the Suicide Squad, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I don't think it'll be better than the Suicide Squad. So,
well, even though Zack Snyder Justice League doesn't exist, you gotta be better than that movie. I mean, in my opinion.
But it looks okay.
The second trailer of this film did not really impress me that much. It does look like Michael Keaton's Batman is to the forefront of this trailer, which I feel like they might try to do that with the actual film, given everything that Ezra Miller has
Batman's
going on.
Batman's logo comes up first.
Yeah,
the Flash.
It does.
Yeah.
And I saw that.
They showed all the symbols. They showed
all the symbols.
Michael Keaton. They showed the Supergirl symbol too. Superman symbol. Yeah, they showed that. Yeah, the BBS symbol. Like,
they definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like,
And
we know what people want to see.
Yeah, I can see that, and I can feel that. Supergirl is why I'm excited for this movie. Zod, I hope he's good, and it makes sense why he's there. And
I love me some Michael Shannon, bro.
Michael Shannon looks good in the movie, but I hope it's good.
I pray.
I'm not gonna hold my breath, but
same.
Oh my god,
I'm about to go in with not zero expectations. But I'm gonna just lower my expectations when I get to the movie, because I don't want to go in like, oh my god, I'm so excited, and be disappointed. No, I'm gonna just lower them just a little bit and be like, okay, this might be terrible. Like the trailers just might be good, but the movie might be bad. So that's why I'm gonna go.
I think that's a good way to go into a lot of different movies.
I'm really not trying to,
especially Warner Brothers,
especially
DC.
The same way I walked out of Shazam, I'm really not trying to have a repeat of that again. I'm really not. That movie just left me feeling defeated and lifeless. I don't want to be feeling that walking out of this movie. I want to be like about what I felt when I walked out of Quantumania. I was like, it was cool. Yeah. I feel like this movie's going to be about as good as Quantumania, to be honest, with hopefully better effects.
If that's the case, that's pretty bad, because I didn't like
you
that
did?
one.
I didn't know that.
No, I mean, I did not like that movie. I was like, hold up. Like, this was kind of bad. Like, I thought it was really bad. I could go on and on about that for a while, but that's another conversation for another day. But, yeah.
So did you say that you did watch the Flash trailer?
Not this one. I saw the first one. I only saw it though when I went to see I think Shazam. That's when I saw it, like previews before. But no, I mean it looked good to me. Like, yeah, the CGI needs work, but like it's a movie that, I mean, I was gonna check it out either way, but the trailers made me a little more excited for it. And my sister, who like doesn't know anything about that, she was like, "Oh, this looks like a good movie." So hopefully it's good.
I guess I missed you giving Ant-Man a 2 out of 5.
I didn't like. Oh god!
Goodness gracious!
I didn't like it. I was so over it. Also, I didn't have the greatest theater experience. Like, I was just surrounded by a lot of little kids who were like FaceTiming their friends.
Oh,
the movie.
Yeah, that
not FaceTime in the theater.
That'll make your score 2.5 or 2 out of
But
5.
I just thought the movie was kind of unbearable in my opinion. I don't know. It could have just been the day that I was having, and then I just watched it and I was like, nope, this isn't for me. But I didn't think it was that good.
I do. If you had a bad, I always recommend even if the movie's not good, I recommend if you have a bad theater experience, we're gonna talk about that.
Yes,
rewatch it.
For sure.
Because I've told this story numerous times. My audience wasn't bad, but my well-being was bad. I saw A Quiet Place Part 2 after getting a COVID vaccine. I felt horrible. I was like dying. And I was sitting there. I was like, I'm trying to enjoy this.
No, for sure. Like,
go to sleep.
Sometimes like outer forces impact you like a lot. 100%. I do want to rewatch it because I wouldn't say like I wouldn't say I'm easy to please when it comes to the Marvel, but I was surprised I didn't like it that much. Like I genuinely walked out and I'm like, I don't think I would ever watch this movie again, which I don't think I can say that for another Marvel movie, like genuinely, even if they're bad.
Wow.
I thought I just was like really not into it. Like I don't know. Was
it like the comedy? Was it the acting?
Well, it wasn't even the comedy. I just thought the story was so bleh, and like I didn't care about I didn't care about what it was focusing on, and I also didn't really think the relationship between Cassie and like her dad, like I don't know. I just think they like that. I don't know. I guess my biggest issue with it was that I went into it thinking it was going to be like the other Ant-Man movies because I do enjoy them. I think they're very like grounded in its own stuff, and this one was like trying to do a bunch of things and trying to be like I guess really cool and like Quantumania and stuff. Right. And I was like, I don't know. I don't really.
They did not say Quantumania at all in this movie. What was Quantumania about this damn movie?
Yeah, I don't know. And I also wasn't the biggest fan of Kang either. Like I love Jonathan Majors. Well, now there's like a whole big deal with him and stuff. But I liked him in Loki. I don't know, in this movie, I don't know. I just wasn't. Yeah, I think that's like a hot take because I know a lot of people really like him, and I was just like, I don't.
That's part of the movie.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, I think Jonathan Majors was fine, but I just think it was like too extra for me. Like, I'm telling you, I could have just been a bad experience. But I walked out and like kind of erased that movie out of my mind. Like, I think
I would recommend. I'm not sitting here like it was good. What are you talking about? No, I know that movie's not that good. Even I walked out of it. I was like, it was fine.
Yeah,
but I would watch it again because bad theater experiences definitely impact sometimes.
They do.
For sure. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic, which we're going to get onto that subject, and we're finally on our main topic, and that is Evil Dead Rise, the spoiler talk. I'm very excited to talk about this movie. I really liked it. I gave it. I don't think I've rated it on Letterboxd yet, but I gave it a 4 out of 5. Solid 4 out of 5. Kills are great. Practical effects are great. I can't think of the actress name who plays the mom. I knew it and I forgot it.
Alyssa Sutherland.
She steals the show. She steals the show. But I want to hear you guys' thoughts. I already got a review on my channel. If you guys have not seen it, go check it out. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the movie before we start getting to spoilers. Go ahead.
Groovy.
Groovy.
I adored the fuck out of this movie. I walked in excited, ready to have a bloody good time. Literally. And I got a lot of blood.
Imagine this movie in 4DX.
A lot of this movie in Dolby, bro. Woo!
It's pretty loud too.
This gave me about 90% of what I wanted. This was an Evil Dead movie in 2023.
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will. It was awesome. I had, even if it's not perfect, I can't deny that it wasn't fun. Like, I had a blast watching this movie.
For sure.
It could get worse on a rewatch. I don't care. The point is,
it's not going to get worse on a rewatch.
It's good, And that's all I could ask for. That's what I walked into this movie. I was like, I don't need it to be a 5 out of 5. I just need it to be good for the love of Jesus. Because the last time I had a horror movie as my most anticipated, it kicked me in the nuts and left me disappointed.
Scream 2022, shall we?
Yes. But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie and excited for what comes next.
For sure. AJ?
This is what
your bad experience.
Yeah, so yeah, I had not so good experience. I should have went to an earlier showing. I went to like a 9:30 showing.
Oh, you failed.
And
you failed
and
yourself.
that's when all the
congratulations,
people
you played
wanted
yourself.
to go out. Don't go in there. I would be gone, and stuff
You
like
had the
that.
scary
Like
movie
shouting
moment?
in the theater. I'm just like, I can't even like enjoy this for what it is. I did though. I enjoyed it. But there were some things that I saw that a lot of people didn't have an issue with that I kind of wasn't really feeling.
The weird thing is, I had that exact same experience with Scream, and I didn't mind that. But granted, Scream is not a movie that. It's not like this. Scream is not trying to be scary. Scream is being Scream. This, I feel like if I had people shouting in my ear, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for sure.
And it wasn't necessarily like the parts that warranted that. It was just like it was like stuff that didn't really warrant the screaming and stuff. So I was just like,
that's even worse.
Yeah, it was like before. It was like in that build-up sequence. To get, after they read from the Book of the Dead and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I just had a not so great experience, but the movie itself was very solid. I gave it a low 4. I enjoyed it though. I did. I liked it.
For sure. Jen?
I also gave this a 4 out of 5. I honestly feel like it could go up on a rewatch. I really enjoyed it. Like, I watched it pretty early. It's been, I think, maybe 2 weeks or a week and a half since I've seen it. But, like, it's all still in my head. And I'm like, I feel like that says a lot because I keep thinking about it. Like, I literally went in my kitchen the other day and saw the cheese grater. And I literally, like, screamed. I was like, oh, God, no. So,
never look at cheese graters again the same.
I don't know. I think this movie, I don't think it's perfect, and I don't think it was trying to be, like, the best horror movie ever, but I just think, like, it knew what its audience wanted, and, like, it worked so well. Like, the movie was so entertaining, and it took so many risks. Like, the things that happened in this movie, like, when I started watching it, I thought one thing, and by the end of it, I'm like, holy shit, like, I didn't expect them to do what they did. And, like, we'll obviously talk about it in the spoilers, but I loved it. I really liked it.
For sure. Tyler, start us off.
So, movie opens with the scene that we said 3 weeks ago would open the movie. Paying homage
in the woods.
Paying homage to the original.
Cabin in the Woods.
This girl was she was reading Wuthering Heights, right? That's what she was reading.
Some book, which I heard is not good. I heard the book is not good that she's reading. I heard that she's watching something.
This girl is sick and she's on the bed laying there, which I saw her laying that way and I'm like,
that's
who
weird.
Lays like that?
But
over here like
I called that she was going to sit up. I was waiting for her to like pop up. Like I didn't think it was going to happen off screen. I thought she was going to just pop up. Like, like a jump scare.
I thought she was gonna be reading the book. She was gonna put the book down. It was gonna be a jump scare. Oh my god!
Yeah, same.
So
I like the way they do it this way.
I'm just gonna call it the Deadite. I don't know her name. The Deadite starts reading I guess
name was Jennifer.
Rephrasing.
Oh my god, was it?
I think it was.
Let me see. No, now I gotta look that
or
up.
Jessica or something.
I think it was Jessica.
Oh, Jessica.
Yeah, I think you might be right about that.
It's okay, Jennifer. You got Jennifer's body. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
So she starts rephrasing the book that she's reading, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
And the scary dead-eye voice though, like man, yo, like, and I agree. The sound design for this as well is spot on.
This movie
so
in
good.
Dolby Cinema. Oh my god!
Yeah,
you're gonna rub it in, aren't you?
I'm not even doing it because of that.
I did not get a Dolby showing for this, and I'm so mad because I wanted to see this movie in Dolby, but I only have standard showings here. So
yeah, I watched it standard because I watched it at my university, and they just have like a standard theater.
Gotcha. Nice.
Which
gotcha.
Yeah, but I want to see it in Dolby because that'd be good.
That
sound
this,
design.
like even in standard, I was like, the sound on this is great,
Yes,
but I'm like, I don't have the Dolby.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I agree.
If I saw this movie in IMAX, I would have been shitting myself. So she like she just stops and then she like throws up, and I was like, well, it's an Evil Dead movie. Of course, we gotta start throwing shit up.
She started
So
seizing.
she falls over the bed. She falls
over the bed and starts having a seizure.
And
Everybody
of course, like an
laughed when
idiot,
that happened.
this girl runs over to her. I'm like, man.
Well, she that's her friend.
That's her friend.
She think her friend is dying. She's like, okay.
I
Well,
mean,
know what
I'm
to do,
gonna
and
go out. I'm gonna go out and get help first. I'm not gonna try.
I would have left.
She
You see?
she doesn't.
Not like left her there, but I'm like, I feel like the situation
I would've
was
been like,
very
help.
sus from the beginning.
It
So
is.
I'm like,
She was-
they just think she's sick. They don't.
Nah,
think she's, like,
but the
possessed.
book thing though. The book thing.
Yeah,
though.
like I don't know.
I don't know.
That's
I
one
don't
thing
know
about this
that.
movie. I think some characters make dumb decisions, and obviously that happens in horror movies
Dude.
for a reason. But
No, but this movie was next level though.
but I was like,
This movie
like
was next level.
yeah, like some things I was like, are you serious? Like, what if
Dude,
actual humans
forget-
do
That's
that
one
in
of
that
the
moment?
issues I had, too.
Forget Evil Dead Rise. This movie should be out when white people rise, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Don't do that. Don't say
I
that,
swear,
bro.
bro.
Don't
The
say that,
amount of
bro.
times I'm sitting here watching this movie, I'm like, fucking white people, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
God.
No,
Don't
like
say that, bro.
actually, you're so right.
Like,
Yeah.
no.
Don't say that, bro.
Oh my god. So we get to see him from they showed most of this in the trailer.
Yeah,
which
this
I was
was
fine
in the
with.
trailer where she got her head
she
scalped
grabs
I'm
off.
so happy.
You know.
I hadn't seen the trailer. Like I saw one of them and I didn't remember much about it. So a lot of this movie to me was like seeing it for the first time.
Yeah, same.
That would have been awesome.
She rips her fucking scalp off, and I knew something was
Grab
gonna
that
happen
brain.
because this stupid idiot was like, "Oh well, the drone wouldn't decapitate you; it'll just like mess up your head or something."
Yeah.
And what I
That's
thought was
what
gonna
that
happen was she was gonna decapitate him with the drone. That's what I thought was gonna happen. That didn't happen.
When she grabbed the drone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
when she went out
Just-
to the
fucking.
She
I
ended up
guess
cutting her face off.
made herself look
Cutting her
like the
face.
Joker from The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I guess. You want to know how I got
and
these
she
scars?
flew. She flew in the water after that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And
Like,
then-
I found that a
Up
little
in the
comical,
water.
actually.
And then this was the first time I was like, "Oh my god!" The stupid dude jumps in the water. He's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
to
I'm gonna
save
help
her,
him."
yeah.
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 And what does
Yeah.
he get for his good deed? He gets his
whole
head ripped
head.
off and
Yeah.
thrown out of the water. I said,
Yeah, it's like stupid. Like
Yeah.
why would what are you gonna do to help her in
Like,
that
What?
you
situation?
just
But,
saw this-
but,
It's
but
like
the plus, we get one of the most epic title reveals when she's rising
God,
out of the
that
water. I said,
title-
"Oh,
that
that is
part
so
was-
fire!"
my whole
That's
time
Yeah.
collapsed. We were
Oh
like,
my God,
"Let's
yeah.
fucking go!"
yeah.
Like, literally, Evil Dead Rise, and she was
And the
rising
music-
out of that water. Yeah,
It
music
set like such
slowing
an
up like
ominous it set such an ominous vibe for the whole thing. Like you knew shit was gonna go down.
yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good.
I love that.
Do we get like that kind of? I mean, I know we get like really gory stuff in these movies, but have we ever had like decapitation like that?
Well,
I
we
don't
No,
got.
the first movie they do
I
that.
say 2013.
No, but that was a
dad
Deadite,
shoots his
though.
daughter off with a shotgun. Like literally,
That's true. That's true.
blows her head off. Yeah, we
That's
have.
true. But those are deadites, though.
This is a dead eye. Oh, you talking about?
No,
you talking,
he wasn't.
Yo, you talking about? Are you talking about?
We
actual people getting
we
killed
had
now.
our, like limbs being ripped off in this movie to humans. I was like, Jesus.
I know,
Christ.
and I feel like we really haven't gotten that in these
Yeah.
other movies like that.
To humans,
this way.
definitely not.
Yeah,
Um, So we pick up with Beth. That's her name. She's
But
doing
you
a
forgot to say they say one day before.
Oh.
yeah,
one day before.
earlier.
Which
How could I
was-
forget?
No, but
One
when I
day
was in the
earlier.
theater, I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? Like, okay,
I was
so
confused too.
So literally, all those events that happened happened in the future. So we're in the
Mhm.
past now. It's like, okay, why would they do that? But I guess my guess was they had to show something with Cabin in the Woods because of Evil Dead. We had to
Yes.
get
yeah,
that
that's
scene.
the. Mhm.
That is exactly.
Yeah, I think in general though, like at least to me when they do that in movies, it keeps me like wondering a little more because it's like how is it all going to connect? Because we start with like Beth and stuff, and it's like these are not the characters we we start with. So it's like how is it going to connect in any way?
I agree.
But yeah, I read it. I was like, when did it, like before? I'm like, okay, like what? Yeah, I was like, what? But then obviously it ties up with the end and stuff. But
by the end of the movie, I completely forgot about what happened in the beginning.
I didn't. As soon as the situation with Beth and the little girl ended, I was like, okay, so what about the beginning? I was waiting.
I agree with AJ though. When I kind of forgot about it because I'm like they never mentioned it or referenced it at all. So I literally like there was so much other stuff happening that I was like, this is the least of my worries right now. Like I don't. I don't.
I was like, okay. I was thinking, well, before the third act had happened, I was like, how the hell are they gonna end up at that cabin?
Yeah.
And then when they didn't,
I was thinking to say it has to get to it. We have to get to the beginning of the movie. Like how does the demons get there?
When they didn't, I was like, okay, so what the hell does the beginning of the movie have to do with this movie? And then they did that. I was like, okay. Moving on. Beth is doing a pregnancy test, and I was like, you're pregnant, bro. Why are you even wasting my time? You're pregnant.
You have to get the shot. You gotta take it. The symbol of this movie is
like,
it is motherhood. Yeah.
Which I do like. that. So then she immediately goes to her sister's house.
Which this apartment building is fucking horrifying. Who the fuck would live here? Yeah. Who would live here?
It reminded me of the. It reminded
get out of Los Angeles. Just get out of Los Angeles if you can't afford to live there, bro. Like, just get out of there, then, yo.
It reminded me of the apartment building from Insidious 3. That's what it reminded me
of. Yeah. A little bit.
You're right.
So she shows up and they're catching up, whatever, and the mom is like, "Oh, thing one, thing two, take your daughter and go get pizza and come back." So we find out that their dad left their mom, and this Beth was like not in contact with them at all, and she feels really bad.
Months though. Yeah. Then on top of that, the building is about to get destroyed anyway. The building is about to
they had to move. They had to move anyway.
Yeah. So we get it. I was wondering. I was like, what is the setup of this movie going to be? And we find out that the house was, the apartment is built on a bank vault or an old bank. I was like, okay, that's very random, but okay. And as soon as the next thing happened, I was like, okay, that's how this happens, and then this happens. Okay. So an earthquake happens, of course, because it's California,
Los Angeles.
And
which I do like this though. I do like this.
Yeah, this was cool. I was like, how are they going to be trapped here? This was a very creative way. I just say this earthquake was kind of miracle because that pizza they got looked terrible. It looked horrible. They opened that box. I said, that is one of the worst looking pizzas I've ever seen. Listen, I don't need it to be looking like a Goofy movie pizza, but I mean, Jesus, bro.
Goofy movie pizza?
Bro. Bro. She looked at that box. I said, bro, close that box. What are you doing?
The earthquake was doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's talk about the kids.
Yeah. I thought the kids were good.
Dan, Bridget, and Cassie.
I liked the kids. I thought they were very good.
I did too.
I wasn't looking for Oscar-worthy performances, but I was like, they're doing their job. I feel like their talents ranked. I don't know if the brother was older than the sister. Let's say hypothetically the brother was older than the sister.
I think the brother was older than the sister.
Yeah.
Their talents ranked from age. The youngest was the best. The second oldest or the second youngest was Oh, well, she was okay. And then the brother got on my nerves.
I liked
the brother is the dumb character in the movie.
Yeah, I liked the youngest.
Yes,
that's really the only one I liked.
Yeah,
I did not like the older two.
The other ones, I mean, I didn't mind their performance. Like, it wasn't like a make or break it deal to me. Like, they were fine. But I feel like sometimes it was like a little pushy, in my opinion, like their
Yes.
performances and stuff.
agree.
But yeah, I agree. I like the younger one as well. And
Mhm.
yeah, that kid was so stupid. Like I rolled my eyes so many times. I was like, "Are you serious? Like we're in this mess because of you."
Yes.
When
And-
she said that, I'm sorry. I know we're jumping ahead. When she said that, I said,
It's one of the
No lies
smartest thing a
detected.
character said. That's one of the
No
smartest
lies
thing a character
detected.
said.
It is
All the audience,
literally your
that
fault.
was for the audience, bro.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
They knew what they were doing.
I was like, it
We
is
were understood.
literally your fault.
Everybody, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Everybody
the
knew
fact that he says, "Oh, there's a hole," and he goes in the hole, it's like, bro, there's
Oh,
no
what's
way
that?
we're not that
No.
gullible as
And
boys.
it's
Like in
not
the
even-
middle of the
it's not even
earthquake.
the whole
Nah,
part. It's
I'm
just
a-
like
I'm gonna
everything
keep it
that follows that too.
I probably would have went inside the hole too.
No, I wouldn't have went down there. I'm sorry.
To be honest,
Not
if I
after an
find-
earthquake, you an
okay,
idiot.
yes,
You're an
not
idiot.
after an earthquake. I
That's
agree.
what I'm
Not
saying.
after-
Like it's the
Dumbass,
earthquake
nigga.
thing that makes it stupider. Like
Yeah.
not after an earthquake. I
They even say
wholeheartedly
that.
agree.
They say that. Oh, is it just an earthquake? Why would you go down there?
But if like a day
Go
had
check it
passed
out.
and we're like, oh yeah, we're all good, kumbaya, and
That's
all
a
that
different
shit, I'd be like, hey, let's go
Not
back to
in
the basement.
risk of an earthquake. It could
Yes.
be an aftershock.
I
That's what
agree.
they say.
I agree. I want to talk about this next scene because this next scene is actually more important than I thought it was. So this is when he finds the Book of the Dead,
Mhm.
and apparently there are multiple books of the dead.
Yeah, I was reading into
I
that.
did not know that.
Yeah.
So that's why the things that happened in this movie do not reflect the other movies.
Stuff. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I was like, huh, well, if there are multiple books, we are definitely getting more movies. And Sam
Yeah.
Raimi and Bruce Campbell have expressed that they want to do more, which
Yeah.
I'm fine with. Which I'm happy about because if we got different books, that means we should not be getting the same movie every time.
Yeah,
after this.
we get different stuff,
Um,
different horrible things happening to people.
So in this book, it was like something totally different, which
Yeah.
I was okay with. It wasn't the same 5 souls. I need 5 souls. It
Yeah, because I was confused when I first saw him. Like, okay, does this one need 5 souls for something to rise up? No, it
She
wasn't.
definitely did not need 5 souls. I'll tell you that right now.
Kill way more than 5.
And I was like, oh, okay. So in this movie, the I guess recording of the Book of the Dead that's what I do wish was different. It's like if you're gonna change the book, change the recording. It's the same record. I understand the recording's iconic,
Yeah, I don't think they could change that. I don't think they could do that. I think the fans would have been upset if they would have changed it.
I really would not have cared. It's the same.
I don't know if they
Nah,
would care
I
that
think the
much.
diehard Evil Dead fans would have been upset because that's something that's very known for this franchise is the actual saying.
I don't know. So these twerps take this thing back up to their house, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna listen to it." Yay!
No, not even that. The sister doesn't want to open it. She said, "Go put it back." When he gets cut by the book, it infuses his blood and then open up.
Which that's new.
Yeah, like a Harry Potter thing.
the
Yeah,
blood.
like Harry Potter. Like Harry Potter. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I was
Right.
waiting for that.
And he's like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna look at it. And he fucking opens it anyway, and just so fascinated by the way the pictures look. No, you see these pictures. There's no way you're looking at it.
There's no
Like,
way.
why would you do that?
You're that demonic that this is cool to look at. No.
No.
This is my
Definitely
thing
not.
though. If let's say that these characters had brain cells and they opened the book, but they didn't listen to the audio, what would have happened?
Nothing.
Would the book just be open and that's
It
it?
would just be open because the only way the demon can be unleashed
Summoned.
if you say
It's
the
that,
words.
Yeah.
You have to say the words. In 2013, they say don't say it, don't write it. Like you're not supposed to do anything, even if you open it. It doesn't matter. But obviously, this nigga's an idiot, and he put the vinyl on the thing and listened to the entire thing, even when they said,
Yeah, he
don't
didn't
say
stop.
it.
So all right, I'm wondering
on a
what
second.
was with him
It was-
spinning it? What was that about?
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, like, why- why was it not
think
audio?
it wasn't. It was
I don't
like
have a vinyl
slower
player,
or
so.
something like that. So they had to like speed it up with their finger because like when it actually played, it was like.
Oh, he
So
couldn't
Yeah.
get the audio. so
Yeah,
he had
when
to
they
put it
Okay,
started
back.
that makes
speeding it
sense.
up a little bit, it
Yeah,
started,
it was-
clearing up.
Okay, that makes sense.
They just imagine they just listening to it the normal way. They're sitting there for like 5 hours. What's gonna happen? Then the mom
I mean, I like this though. I mean, this is something different though. Usually, it's a kid. Obviously, a kid can't read what the book says if they had it in writing anyway. So why not just make it cooler when he has to listen to it? I don't think it had words, but
I don't think this book had words in it.
Like I said, if there was a way, if they had writing, there's no way a kid could read it. So let's go ahead and put it on a vinyl. You know. Yeah. We saw earlier he's listening to music on his little thing anyway. It looks like he like a DJ or something.
They said so they said that the bank vault was from like what 1920 something, right? Is that what they said?
Yeah, it was early 1900s. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we didn't even talk about the way the vault looks. I love that the way it looks. I didn't like the jump scare that the giant Jesus statue fell. I'm like, come on, come on.
I've seen people say like, oh, there's no jump scares. I was like,
yeah, there is a jump scare.
Definitely a jump scare.
That's one.
So what was I gonna say? Oh, how I want to know when vinyls were made, because if it's true that thing is like from 1928,
I don't think that's when the vinyl was made. I think
it was in early 1900s
when they made that recording.
No, when actual vinyl records.
I don't know. I was just kind of
I think they're pretty old.
And let's say they're old and it checks out. Okay, how did the audio not sound like what's the word? Warped, if you will. It sounded like perfect. It sounded perfect. Dolby Atmos. I know. That's what it sounded like.
He had the best audio sound. He had two big ass speakers. That's why, you know.
Dude, you're playing a vinyl from the 1900s, bro.
It's a horror movie logic. We're going more.
1889 is when vinyls were created.
Okay. 1989?
No, 1889.
Oh wow! So yeah,
you're playing a vinyl from the 20th century, and it's playing perfectly fine. Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
No, it's not playing perfectly fine. They had to spin it with their finger.
It's an evil record, bro.
Would it play like? I don't know. Would the quality go down because like? I feel like unless it gets like damaged, as long as like because I have some vinyls. I don't know too much about them, but I'm like I feel like they can last a while as long as you don't like
damage them,
break them, and
I think vinyl. You have to handle vinyl with a lot of care, and I think by this time the vinyl would have definitely been warped at that point. In the vaults, in the dusty vaults, heat is not good for vinyl either. So I don't know.
And they're in Los Angeles.
Underground.
That was in the underground. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But moving on.
Movie logic.
These twerps play the thing, and we're off to the running and screaming and limb dismemberment.
We get the awesome POV shot, and she gets flown. One, she's like, "Okay, I'm about to go do laundry," and
no, that's not what she was. Was that what she was doing?
She was doing laundry.
No, she was throwing away clothes.
She was throwing away clothes.
She was throwing away her husband's clothes. And the demon said, "No, you're not doing that. You go back to the elevator and get tortured, and get killed."
I was not expecting for some reason. I was not expecting them to do that scene again with
her being tied up.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, "Oh, that's a unique way of doing that." Okay,
yeah, with the wires.
That was cool. I loved the POV shot in 2023. Man, is that so good. Yeah. If anything has aged like fine wine, it is the concepts of Evil Dead in 2023.
That's how they open the movie too, with the drone.
She gets,
but it's a drone. That's what's up. But it's a drone. But now we know how to use the shots. They use the drone in this movie too. Probably. That's why it looks so smooth.
She, I forgot what happens before she gets back inside the house, but I think they're just talking.
Well, I think they're just talking. Yeah, well, we didn't talk about. So when he's when he's hearing he tries to take the vinyl off before the words. Right.
That
they just won't let him do it. He gets shocked by it. He just can't take it off. Which I do like. Like I said, once it's done, it's done. You're fucked. And I was saying that in theater, I'm like, you're fucked, bro. You can't stop it at this
But he
point.
put on the other vinyl though.
Yeah, because it wasn't
took
double.
off the
gotta
first
hear how
one.
it ends.
Wasn't there like double siders, like two different like
You
sides?
gotta hear how it ends.
Yo,
He's hearing like
Oh my
the scariest
gosh.
voices known to man, and he's like, I need to keep this
I need
going.
to
This is
finish
a banger,
this.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So-
I'm trying to think about what happens, but it's
They're just probably talking about nonsense, and the door is still open, and this kind of reminded me of chapter 2.
Of course, the door's still open because the mom just left out. She's like, okay, they're there. I don't need to lock the door.
Was it-
I
Wait.
think the door was open though.
Yes.
Was that
it
was that the scene with when Beth was with the little girl and she was gonna go to the bathtub? Was that
Yeah.
scene?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
what
definitely-
happens there, and
Yeah.
then that's
Yeah.
when she like comes in and I think goes to the kitchen.
Yeah, she goes to
Yeah.
the kitchen.
Yeah,
Make some eggs for y'all.
No,
Yeah.
but even before that, she walks in through the door and they show her like just standing there all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Then-
think the daughter sees her and is like,
You
"Oh,
just-
hi, mom."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
She
Mom.
goes up,
"Hi,
she
mom."
walks- She
What?
walks to the
Wait,
Well,
no,
no,
yes.
they don't even see her at first because it's too dark, and
No,
she like
one of
literally just
them
makes the
definitely
straight.
sees
No,
she
they.
makes
I
the-
feel like they see her.
Somebody
Not-
sees her.
not-
Somebody
not
sees her. I think
not-
Cassie, the young.
not
The
clearly.
point is, listen, I don't care who it is. I see that silhouette in my doorway. I am making a beeline to shut the door.
Yeah.
I don't care if it is the president
She's
of
not
the
even-
United States.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm
She's not
saying
even
they-
walking
they-
like a human.
But that's
like,
what I'm saying. But they can't really see her. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care who it
It's
is.
the
bro.
silhouette.
It could be my mother. I'm shutting the door, bro. I don't care, bro.
But yeah, she gets into the kitchen and start making eggs, and it's the creepiest way anybody can make
You
eggs
just
ever in
start
life.
throwing the eggs.
Like, goodness gracious! Like, and I see. I was asking, why do I see blood? It's because she was bleeding. That's why there's blood in the eggs. So I was wondering, like, why is there blood? There's no blood in the eggs. What the frick is going on?
I was wondering too.
So
Yeah, and it's the blood from her, and of course she say this creepy ass shit, and yeah, and we
What
all
did she say? She said, "Oh, I had the most beautiful dream of cutting you all up." I said,
Mhm.
"Oh."
and like being inside of you, so we could all be a.
The dead eye dialogue in this movie is amazing.
Dialogue from the dead is crazy.
We're
It
off
is.
to the running, bro. So shenanigans start happening, and this is when she infects the daughter, right?
Well, first
No.
she throws up everything.
Yeah, she throws
throws
up,
up all the
which
shit.
it was disgusting. That was
In the weirdest way, it reminded me. I don't know if you guys remember Batman Begins when they're giving him the soup and it it comes out and it's like all white and
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's what it reminded me of. I don't know why.
yeah.
It's a terrible comparison.
Don't
but,
let it take my babies.
that I like that a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, 'cause she
and
was-
we got to
it
see
was
with the
like-
bathtub, right?
Yeah. We haven't gotten there
That's
yet.
when she. Yeah, well, that's after this.
Yeah,
That's after this
Yeah.
part.
But
I was wondering, like,
no,
when
they
did
tied her to the bed. They tied her to the bed, or they
Oh
thought
yeah,
she
because
had
they
dead.
thought she was
had
dead.
died,
Yeah, they thought she was dead.
which okay.
Yeah.
yeah. Because like I said, she throws up all the stuff, passes out, and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened? What happened?" Now she's laying in the bed, and her neighbor come in and was like, "Okay, what the hell is going on?"
Which was funny. I said this like 2 weeks ago. I said because AJ was like, "Oh, is the body count gonna be like really low in this movie?" And I was like,
Mhm.
"Probably the neighbors from the complex are just gonna be like, hey, what's going on? Ah! Oh my god!" And that's pretty much what happens.
That's really the only. Yeah, that's what happens for sure.
So they
Yeah.
think she's dead, and I love the guy tries closing her eyes.
Give me
and
one
she
for right now.
I feel like was that supposed to be comical?
I think so.
With the fly in the eye.
No, when he goes to close her eyes and she opens them, or
No,
they open.
I didn't think that was comical. I thought that was pretty creepy.
I definitely
I-
do,
I
Cause
thought it was comical.
no, I thought that was
comical.
like, what
Especially
the fuck?
with,
'Cause her eyes won't close. That's
another
scary,
scene
bro.
featuring eyeballs that we'll talk.
Yo.
Um,
Okay, let's.
The fact
so
that the fly is just flying in her eyeball and no one noticing it. Like,
so she comes back to life. Oh my god! And she's in the tub, and then we get the great scene from the trailer, and
Mhm.
she does
That-
I'm gonna call it the Evil Dead scream because that's at this point that's what it is.
Yeah,
She does the
yeah.
Evil Dead
Yeah.
scream. Everyone's like, "Ah, my god!"
That scene played out differently than I thought it was going to play. It was like very similar, but like I thought that they got her in the tub and
Yeah, I thought
she
they were
like
gonna do something to her. Or to.
I thought that they were gonna get her in a tub. She was gonna freak out, and then she's gonna do the mommies with the maggots now, and then hop
Do the
on
scream.
the
You thought it was
hop on
backwards.
the ceiling, but it was kind of like backwards.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's how all the trailers
She hops on the ceiling, do the scream, fall down, and then get up and say, "Oh, mommy's with the maggots now."
Yeah, that was like that was kind of weird to me. I was like, why didn't they just do that?
When she pokes her head out the tub, oh my god!
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy.
With the fingers.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
that
man.
was crazy too.
So this is when the daughter gets attacked, right?
Yeah. First, she tries to attack the aunt. Yeah, she gets to the point where she's stabbing, and she runs in and say, "No, stop!" And then that's when she turns.
I was like, "You're toast."
Yeah. Like she's like, "Oh, why are you doing this?" And he's like, "Okay, they Deadeye talking bullshit." Then she hops on her, and
gets her.
She grabs the tattoo needle,
the
tattoo needle. And of course, we get the scene where it's getting close to her eyeball, which I saw that and said, "Oh my god!" I almost jumped out of my seat because things getting close to eyeball.
Yeah, I also hate those stuff.
Oh my god!
This is something that I almost missed. This is something I almost missed, but she takes the needle and like jams it into her own skin
and sticks her. That's how she gets her.
That's how she gets
this. This is gonna sound stupid, but I thought this is what was happening. I thought she was sharpening the blade. As stupid as that sounds, that's what my brain processed that as. I didn't really process it as, oh, she's like taking her blood and doing that. My brain did not process that. I didn't realize that until like I think she takes like the towel or whatever she had on her face, and it's like black. I was like, oh shit, that's definitely not what that was.
Yeah.
So after this, this is when they get her out the house, and they shut the door, and then this is when we get the hallway scene where she.
How did they knock her out? In that sequence?
Oh no, she the son hit her with some.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Should have been a frying pan.
Yes.
Don't they mention that?
See the Book of the Dead flying as the bird. So we get one of my favorite scenes in the movie. I'm not talking about it for this reason. I'm just there's a part of this sequence where it's the POV of Beth looking through the door hole.
I love this scene.
And it's just going back and forth of her just fucking obliterating everybody.
You see the little kid literally get thrown against the wall.
And
like a little child
ripped off.
Just like, bro, just thrown.
And
like, oh my God.
This is going to sound so horrible. I love most children. I do. I think my favorite thing about this movie, I'm going to word it differently. My favorite thing about this movie is that it took risks with the children. Children die in this movie. I'm not saying I want children to die. I'm not saying I get pleasure in that. I was actually taken back by that. I was like, ooh, okay. But I think the only horror movie I've ever watched where children die that's not Children of the Corn is Halloween 2018 when that annoying little brat got killed.
Yeah.
So seeing this movie and seeing children get stabbed, have their arms ripped off, they did
it off screen though, so it wasn't.
When she ripped the dude, that was right there, dude.
Yeah, it was like to the corner.
It was right there.
It was like in the corner, right?
Because
he ran off screen.
No,
and then
she threw him against the wall, and she ran up to him and went blah and ripped his arms off.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was the standout. One of the standouts. I said, "Oh fuck." Let's talk about eyeballs, shall we? Sam Raimi and Quentin Tarantino are just weirdos. They are. You got Tarantino, who has a foot fetish, and it's true. And then you got Sam Raimi, who has, for some godforsaken reason, an eyeball fetish. And it's not only in Evil Dead, it's in Drag Me to Hell, too. Yes. And it was in Multiverse of Madness, too.
Yes, it was.
I was not expecting what happened in this scene to happen, and it probably was the most unintentional not unintentional, but it was so what the fuck that I just started dying in the theater. She jumps on this now I know I jumped ahead, but I wanted to talk about this Now, she jumps on this dude, bites a chunk of his head off, which I was like, yo! And then his eye was missing. I didn't process it. His eye was missing. And I said, okay, his eye is missing. Okay.
Mhm.
And then Evil Dead 2 style spits out his fucking eye into the other dude's mouth.
No.
I said, oh!
So, I was like,
Oh!
yo, they really doing this. They're
Yeah.
really doing this.
Oh!
Honestly, all jokes aside, I felt like that was a little bit of a tonal shift. And I did not love that. I was like, this is not Evil Dead 2. This is like to be taken seriously pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that
I
was
agree.
like, I was like,
But in the most serious way, I understood that reference. I was like,
it was a nod to the fans for sure.
I was like, and that's really what this movie is to me. This movie is a celebration of everything Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
While
not
being different enough to stand on its own.
But this movie to me is just like what John Wick was. John Wick was a celebration of the 4 John Wick movies. This movie is a celebration of the 3 Evil Dead movies, 1, 2, and remake 2013.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I was okay with it. I was like, okay, you know, it was stupid, it was silly, you know. I mean, the scene served its purpose to me because it made me laugh, you know, but I was okay with it, you know, and I was like, okay, as long as the movie's not like this, I don't care. You get one chance. That's it. Please, I don't need Evil Dead 2 again. Please, for the love of Jesus, no. But yeah, I thought that scene was hilarious.
What part are we talking about?
The eye
We were
scene.
talking about the
Oh yeah, where she bit the guy's eye off and spit it in the kid's mouth, and he choked on that, and you know that whole scenario was crazy. I love this whole scene though. I love the point of view from the peephole, like because you don't barely see half the stuff that's going on. Like you just hear the stuff, so you have to visualize how did the guy die with the shotgun. We see that she slices the guy's neck, you know, that's missing the eyeball. But like with the kid, you see him run like twice, like trying to run from her.
Yeah, she throws
and then you see him get thrown against the wall.
That was
that whole scene was crazy.
I loved it. I was like, yo, this is fucking crazy.
It just like makes the stakes so much higher, especially with the kid, because it's like nobody is safe. Like this.
This was the point in the movie where I said, yo, I have no idea where this is going. Especially when I saw that the daughter was infected. I said, yo, all bets are off, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So they go
oh my god.
They go back to listen to the thing again. Of course, why not? And
they gotta figure out how to stop the thing.
They gotta hear the ending. And this is when the daughter starts getting infected, and the son walks in, or the brother walks in, and he's like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" And she says some creepy dead-eyed shit, and then, and they hear all the. And while this is happening, they make a joke like, "Oh, there's a cat that runs through the vents or whatever," and the daughter hears the cat running through the ceiling, but the mom also hears it too. And I was like, "Oh, this cat's about to
moving too fast."
How am I moving too fast?
Because you got to get to where the auntie sees the daughter eating the glass first.
That happens around this scene. Yeah, that's coming up.
Yeah, I think that's
the
after.
daughter. It's like all happening.
It's like around the same. Because she got infected. We see, you know, her cheek.
Yeah,
you know,
because she starts spitting out stuff. She starts spitting out bugs.
Oh yeah, bugs.
We start seeing her spit out bugs. And then, like I said, they haven't listened to the vinyl yet. The aunt walks in and she's on the counter eating the glass, which I saw that, and you see the glass go down her throat.
I hated that.
Crazy.
That really got me. It reminded me. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Oculus. There's a scene in that movie that's very similar where they're like she's eating an apple, but then it switches and it's like glass. I hated that. Like it was good. It worked.
She says what she said she's eating it to get the bugs out of her stomach, or get the thing some out of her stomach.
Yeah,
terrible.
I don't like things in my tummy.
I don't like things in my tummy. Right, and then she start attacking her, And then that's why like we see a frying pan get someone get hit with a frying pan. I think this is the scene right here where she's smacking her with the frying pan. She gets away. And
she runs it. This is when
this is a cheeseburger scene, right?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it's the cheeseburger scene.
scene.
Right. See, we get this scene, the cheeseburger scene, which it was crazy.
Yo, Beth goes through some shit in this movie, bro. She does. And I appreciated that. I was like, at least you made her earn her holy shit moment at the end.
And then we see the use of Stephanie, which we didn't probably talk about earlier, but yeah.
I was absolutely terrified.
The little girl had a thing where she used a broomstick and put the doll on top of the broomstick and said, "Oh, this is gonna protect us." And then at a point it does, but not really.
I was I don't know why my mind went here. I was terrified we were gonna see some Army of Darkness shit where it was like magic, legitimately. I don't know why my mind went there, but when she was like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna protect us," I was like, oh, for the love of Jesus, don't.
Could you imagine that? That would have been so bad. Like, just switching to magic in this super serious horror movie.
Right.
But instead, she stabs the daughter, which when that happened, my whole theater said, oh, shit.
I did not expect that. Because I'm like, the entire time I'm thinking, okay, she's like the evil's gone, but then it's like, wait, she literally just died. Like, you just killed your sister.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then knowing like they're literally killing children in this movie, I'm like, holy shit. Like, how do you come back from that? Because I kept trying to think of ways. I'm like, oh, are they gonna come back from it? Or are they gonna like survive at the end? But I'm like, no, like there's no way you can survive.
There's no way.
Like, absolutely no way.
Yeah, once you're
there's no way. Done. There's no way really to kill him because you think, oh, she got stabbed through the head. She literally pulls it out, and yes, she falls over like she's dead, but no, they're not dead because she comes back in the next scene with covered in the sheet.
Tied her up.
Yeah,
right. I was like, she's alive, bro. They're not gonna keep showing her. She's not dead.
I thought she was alive when they showed the rug again with blood. I thought she was gone. And they showed her on the bed.
Yeah, me too. I thought that's what they were gonna do. Yeah.
So this is the scene with the cat. When they showed this cat in the vent, I was like, "Oh, that cat is so toast." Thankfully, that cat got to live. The last thing I needed.
I thought the cat was dead. I thought
last thing I needed was
eating the cat.
Last thing I needed was seeing the mom on the fire.
That would have been crazy. To see her.
I can only imagine. Knowing Raimi, he probably had that scene happen, and then they were like, that's a little too much. Hopefully, it's on the 4K.
John Wick was enough for people.
The unrated version.
There probably will be an unrated version. I can see that
for sure.
So she goes to listen to the rest of it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna lock the door just in case, or whatever." Or she gives him the knife, whatever. Like, yeah, give this idiot a fucking knife.
I kept just another dumb horror movie characters. Like, they just kept separating in like different rooms, and I'm like, why? Like, bad shit keeps happening every single time you leave somebody alone.
With this, it was she wanted them to stay together, and she didn't want it was one of those like, oh, what if I get infected in here? Get away from me. That's right. What it was.
I mean, another thing too is they don't know. They thought that they thought the daughter was dead. For one, they thought she wasn't gonna come back after being stabbed in the head. So okay, they're safe out there now while I'm in here. And of course they thought she's out in the hallway that she's not gonna get in. So I could see why that would be a dumb thing, but
that was another thing. I'm like, this door is really holding this like
demonic thing.
Like this door and lock is really doing that much. Like she can't just like. Do you know what I mean?
She just ripped this kid's arms off. Like
I'm like, but she's like, no, I can't until you let me in, until you unlock it for me. I'm like, really? Like she would have gotten in there.
I want to talk about that.
It's about to come up. This scene.
That was one of the stupid. Well, I think that scene already happened because that's when after that scene, that's when she decides to go to the event.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of people gave that kid shit for that, and yes, it was a stupid decision. But
I give her leeway.
She's
a small child. She's like
a small child.
She's like 5 years old.
And that is at the end of the day, that is her mom. 7, 8. If I was that young and if I heard my regular mom's voice, I'd be like, shit, maybe she's okay. All right. I'll open the door.
But I'm sorry, when you looking through the peephole, you see
You see those eyes,
I
bro.
think it's like
he looks horrifying.
See the eyes.
Like
I think
that's
the
something you'll
blood
see in your
dripping
dream,
down.
and you want to wake up. You'll shake yourself like, no, this is not real. Like, there's no way.
I feel like I would have believed that she would do that more if she hadn't seen her. Like if you just
I can
heard
agree.
her, maybe.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, because I agree. I'm like, I feel like, yeah, she is a small child. Like children are very gullible. Like they'll believe anything,
For
honestly. But it's like, I don't know. That looks terrifying. Like you've seen it do things your mom doesn't do. So it's like,
be up on the ceiling and
I don't know.
and scream like,
yeah. I'm not giving the girl too much shit because it's like, you know, like I didn't hate that scene, but it was just one of those things where I'm like, really, we're doing this right now, and that's how she's gonna get into the house. Like it's not gonna be because she's blasting the door open or something. But
I'm kind of glad she didn't get in the house that way. Like she had to figure out a way to get in the house. Like, I'm glad they stopped it because they could have easily had that be the way she get in the house, and then we're back to square one.
Was terrifying.
Yes.
So you get this scene. She's listening to the vinyl, and you hear mostly the audio, and you see the vent pop open. You see her fucking crawl out. I
love that everything is out of focus, and us as the audience look like, bro, turn around. Like, just turn around.
Yeah.
But to be fair, she didn't hear it, so that she couldn't hear it. So I can't give her too much shit. If she had heard it and she's just sitting there.
Right. Right. She does have the headphones.
Why did she put on the headphones again? Just so she could hear it clearer?
Yeah, so she can hear it more clear. She doesn't miss anything.
But
I mean, it didn't help because they said what? They said
I thought it was.
They said it doesn't matter. You can't.
I thought the headphones thing, which I don't know how much this makes sense, was also just like in case somebody else hears it and they turn evil, like it would only be her. I guess that's also why I thought about it. But
I can definitely see that.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're really great soundproof headphones, but I was also like, you don't hear a single thing.
She'll be quiet.
I don't know.
I mean, I guess, but
right now, my headphones are pretty good, and I probably couldn't hear my fiance. Like she was screaming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So after this, shenanigans ensue, and I think the daughter bites the son, right? And that's how he gets infected.
Yeah. No, first he gets stabbed in his arm first, and then
he got fucked up too.
Yeah. But I love this shot too. So we got the two kids hearing the stuff, hearing the mom in the ceiling. Like, oh, she's like, oh, the cat be up there. And the first thing I thought is, oh no, the mom figured out how to get in the house.
Go ahead. Go. Sorry,
but
I was thinking through the movie.
We see the daughter flinching. Like, oh yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah.
But we see her walking behind them, like out of focus. Mm-hmm. And I remember seeing it. Them like, oh, she's still alive. So I guess stabbing in the head don't do anything.
Yeah.
And then we get the shot of her floating and then attacking the brother.
Yeah, the brother has a knife and stabs her.
Yeah, and then he thinks that's it. It's like, bro.
Yeah, no. And then they get to the kitchen and she stabs him in the arm and then just starts throwing up blood.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All over him.
And she says, the Deadeye version said, "You should have put the book back. You should have put the book back."
I told you to put the book.
I told you to put the book back.
That's funny because that's the Deadite saying that, not the sister.
Yeah, right.
I love the Deadites in this movie, and he's sitting there like, "Oh my god, I'm dying!" And I feel like Beth knew what was happening. And she was like,
"No, she didn't. She couldn't hear anything. It's not until the mom reveals herself and she sees her in the reflection, and then she takes the headphones off, try to run away. And I love this shot too. She puts her finger on the vinyl and started reciting. Like she opens her mouth,
it's like Lilo and Stitch.
It's like, oh my god, it's like Lilo and Stitch.
Like Stitch.
Yeah. But I thought it was dope because she looked terrifying. Like her mouth is like cocked a little bit. Like shout out to the actress, bro. Like shout out to any actor that got to go through this Deadite shit, bro. Because man, like it's a lot of makeup, a lot of contacts. I know that much. I know they probably had to switch out so many contacts.
I liked the kids a lot better when they were Deadites.
For sure. I can agree with that.
For sure.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
But yeah, they go through some shit, and she looked like she's having the time of her life, though, as being a demonic.
She looked like she was having fun with that.
But
And she
yeah.
said, I saw her in an interview, and she was like, I wanted to bring like some kind of like, I know it sounds weird, but like joy to it.
Yeah.
Because it feels more sinister when it's like
when you're
getting
happy,
enjoyment out of
you're happy,
destroying
you're
people's
happy you're
lives.
doing all this stuff. You're happy you're doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
So Beth takes the youngest at this point, which I was fearful for her at that point. I was like, yo, is she gonna make it out of this?
Yeah.
At one point, I seriously thought they were all gonna die, or only one of them was gonna come out alive. Like, I genuinely thought they were all gonna be gone after they killed the brother too. I'm like, well, it's not looking too good for anybody else.
No, but I was thinking that, and I was like, how would the movie actually end? Like, that would not be a satisfying ending if everybody died.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how the first one is. The first
Ash is alive.
Well, it's hinted that he gets possessed at the end of that movie.
But that's different though. That's like the last second.
So Beth is like, oh yeah, let's go. We're getting the fuck out of here, and they gotta go and break into. They try to break into this room that they think they have to get out of because there's no stairs.
I love that. The stairs are done.
Earthquake.
Yeah.
And the mom comes back out and she's saying some random nonsense, and then the guy with the shotgun comes back, grabs her leg, and she puts her hand in front of her face on purpose, and it shoots her hand off. So they run to the elevator, and I thought it was so hilarious. The whole movie, I was like, "Oh, the elevator's just fucked up." It's because the keys are in the damn thing. The
keys are stuck in there. Well, the elevator is still fucked up, but their doors ain't closing. They keep slamming because
that was so
when
cool.
When they get to the elevator, all the people in the hallway start waking up,
coming back. Yeah, start coming back as dead.
Dead by dawn.
I was like,
that was chilling.
That was chilling to me. It was creepy, but I was like, okay, I get it.
I was like, they really trying to reference the second movie. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, bro. Somebody was looking at my letterbox. They were like, oh, this geek gave it a 2.5, bro. I'm gonna mock the shit out of him for 50 seconds straight.
Yo,
the fact that she was blowing her sister away with the shotgun though, just dogging her though. Like, goodness gracious.
So they can't get the elevator working right. So the elevator starts filling up with blood, and I love that it opened because it reached the weight. I was like, that's hilarious.
We need to talk about the mom is laying on the floor and all the dead actors are digging into her, to be in her.
She's laughing, and
when this happened, I sat back, I said, what the fuck? Literally, that was my reaction. I was like, what the fuck is about to happen? I was actually kind of terrified in all the wrong ways. I was like, what is about to happen? I was like, this is either going to be okay or terrible. Thankfully, it was the latter. So the elevator falls down and explodes on the most nice
little Shining reference.
Nice little Shining reference. You might as well have had a film by Stanley Kubrick right in the fucking elevator.
You might as well have the evil twins sitting in the corner like.
Yeah. I wasn't mad by it, but I was like, that's a little on the nose, but okay. So they get out and we see the hands come from the ceiling, and they're like, "Oh fuck this shit!" and they run out the elevator.
That was happening while the elevator was being filled up.
Mm-hmm.
And then this fucking abomination comes out. And the first time we saw it, I said, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Rat King.
Yes.
Yeah, from
The Last of Us 2. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was indifferent to this. First, I will commend them. They did something different. We've never seen something like this for Evil Dead. And Evil Dead is a franchise that evolves as it goes. So, good job on whoever wrote this movie.
The person who directed actually wrote it.
Good. The design for it looked cool. A little generic. I feel like we've seen a lot of things look like this. But it looked fine. the actual technical aspects of it are where I was like, oof. Now, about 80-90% of it looked good. But the first shot we saw of it, I was like, oh.
Well, my thing is that we usually see these things, and they kind of kept it hitting a little bit, a lot more than I thought.
There was a good reason for that.
Like, I mean, just go in. You guys created this thing. Fucking just show it.
No.
Yeah, they hit it, and I think it was well done. I think that part was well done and edited, shot and edited well.
I like seeing the shadow of it.
Yeah, and the silhouette made it more creepy than actually seeing it head on. Because if they would have showed it head on,
I love the shot where they throw the little girl in the the trailer, and you see just the eyes, and you just see like
that's
I thought she was gonna die. Legit, I was like, yo, this is it. She's gonna die. And I wish the reveal. First of all, I wish they didn't show it in the trailer at all. Get our chainsaw because we gotta have a chainsaw in Evil Dead.
It's the money shot, bro.
And and as soon as they showed the wood chipper in the beginning, I'm like, that is 100% coming back. I don't know how, but that will come back. So, was it Beth that was about to get? Yeah, it was Beth. Beth was about to get thrown into the wood chipper, and the little girl stops it to the point where she hit the foot. Her foot hits it, but nothing happened. I said, "Oh shit!" I thought she was gonna lose a foot, just like this girl lost a hand.
That scene got me. I'm like, yeah, she's gonna lose something.
So after that, they pushed this weird fucking thing into the wood chipper, and it rains blood, just like in 2013. I was like, oh, there's your 2013 reference. There's blood everywhere. And she essentially chops this thing into little pieces, and this was awesome. This was awesome. I'm not saying it wasn't, but this kind of brings me to a frustration with this movie, and it doesn't knock it down wholeheartedly because the movie still is ultimately good. But this is kind of an issue that I'm having with Scream also. Evil Dead has a formula. It is very clear. We're 5 movies into this franchise. Evil Dead has a formula. And I think with the 6th movie, if they make a 6th movie, they need to change it. And I think with them having, I feel like at the end of the day, it's all the same shit. You know, characters, they read the book, crazy shit starts happening, blood everywhere in the 3rd act, you know, payoff moments with chainsaws. And then it ends with a sequel hook. I feel like they need to switch it up. I don't know how you do that, but I would like to see something different for the next movie.
To me, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be hard to switch up that formula. I think it really is,
especially for what kind of movie this is.
No, I want
unless you go more creative with the kills. But when it comes to the formula, I don't think there's any more thing they can do with that.
I want what 2013 was for this franchise when that movie came out. I want the next movie to be like that for this franchise. I know that movie has the same formula, but
I was about to say,
it is way darker. It was way darker in tone, and it was a lot more violent. I'm not saying that's what I need, but I want it to be a little bit more different. That's all I want. I'm not mad that this movie did it because this is essentially a reboot, but I'm like, okay, the next movie, switch it up.
What would you see different? What would you want different about it?
I don't know, like the something we saw in the 3rd act with the monster,
like as far as the story,
different.
Like as far as the story.
The story, maybe change the setting, don't make it modern. I don't know. You can do that, being that we found out there's like more books. You can do that. But that's just how I felt when this was wrapping it. I was like, okay, this is cool, but
I don't know, man. I was at the end, I was kind of on my edge of my seat because I really thought the little girl was gonna die.
It's good.
This is it. She's done, and she's gonna have to. The auntie is gonna have to figure out how to kill her entire family, basically, without knowing that they're all about to be possessed. But yeah, I did like the shot, the money shot, the chainsaw shot. But I felt like it could have just. I think 2013 was better with the money shot.
It was. It didn't hit as hard as 2013.
It
So-
Quite
didn't.
literally.
It didn't. I don't know if I liked the line she said either. I think obviously
Yeah,
I think 2013 was better.
Mhm.
But also you felt it more.
What was
because
the line?
I can't.
Did
even
she
remember
say
what the
"suck
line
on
is.
this" or some shit?
Or something
think-
like that. Yeah,
I
suck
think
on
so,
this. Yeah.
I think it's also. I think 2013 hit better because the character was actually going through the deadite shit, and she was, back to normal at the end of the movie.
Mhm.
But yeah, I thought the ending was cool. Seeing all of them get, destroyed in the wood chipper was pretty hilarious. But then it just ends with her head, and she's still trying to talk shit. It's like,
She's
bro,
still
you're
saying
done.
stuff.
You're done, bro. Like,
I did like how she like cut the head that way.
yeah,
That was funny. I was like,
Mhm.
that's cool.
I haven't seen the 2013 version. Would you guys say that one's better than this one? Because I haven't
Yes.
seen that one.
I personally
seen all
like
the
it
oth-
better. Yes.
I've seen.
You
I've
thought
seen
this
all
was
of them.
bloody, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was watching it and I'm like, holy shit, this is so gory. But I mean I've heard the 2013 one is like
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's
2013 one
it's
is
on the
crazy.
same
I wouldn't
caliber.
say
If you-
the 2013 one is that gory. It's bloody, but it's not like extreme. Like you don't really see a whole lot of blood and guts and stuff.
interesting.
It's crazy.
It is crazy though.
for sure,
When I first watched it, I didn't sleep for like 3 days. So
for sure.
So we get the ending scene, and this girl's just walking out, and she walks out and doesn't notice it for a hot minute. I'm like, you don't
Yeah.
smell that?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. Yeah,
Yeah.
like you are you
Don't
really
smell
that
like a
bro, she
dumb-
was on FaceTime. She wasn't paying attention to that.
I'm like, bro, anyone can detect like, oh, something died in here.
yeah.
Like, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So the evil's still alive, of course, because it's Evil Dead. Rawr.
Yeah.
You get the
It's
POV, and
that
you
ass.
also
We
see
get
the
several POV shots.
and you
from
see
different
the,
angles.
the
Yeah,
body
different
parts
angles.
like moving too. I was
Yeah,
like,
Oh, I
they
didn't
just-
see.
they-
I don't think I noticed
yeah.
that.
You can
Yeah.
see like
Yeah.
vibrations a little bit on the ground. Like it detects that a human is nearby. Like it detects, oh, someone's here. Like, okay, we can infect this person.
it goes into her, and
That's the
how
beginning. That's how we
move.
get the beginning of the movie.
This
Yeah.
is the beginning of the movie. Hoo-hoo. And we get our Evil Dead Rise, and that's it. Again, awesome. It was very good. It was pretty much everything I wanted.
Definitely something I'll be watching for Halloween. Every
Oh,
Halloween, probably.
hell yeah. You bet.
Sure.
I
This
got
was
my
very
ticket
good.
to see it again tomorrow. So hopefully my
nice.
theater experience is going to be better.
Come out saying, "Oh, it's a solid 4."
Five,
not a low
5
4.
out of 5.
That was whack.
6 out of 5.
I don't think I'll give it a 5 out of 5.
That was
Probably not.
whack.
But yeah, that's Evil Dead Rise. Like I said, I gave it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was very solid. Since Jen asked the question, going back on, I think I do enjoy 2013 just a little bit more than this movie. I do like the fact that they add the family aspect, where it's a mother like that's possessed and she's killing her children. Like that's pretty horrifying. But I just think that 2013 it just hit different. It has a much darker tone, even though this tone is dark, but it just the reason why they're there, the setting, like it just hit different than this movie. But it's still good though. This movie's still really good. But
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You guys got any more thoughts on this?
Nope.
Nah.
Because we have 2 more things to talk about, and I'm ready
Yeah.
to get the fuck out of here.
For sure.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
we do. Oh,
Yeah,
forgot about
usually
that.
One
we
is
end
quick.
the screen with the major spoiler talk, but we got 2 shows we talk about, and that is Bel Air season 2, episode 9. Which not that much happened in this episode. At least I don't think.
2 major things happened. One was Hillary, or no, 3 major things. One was Hillary, one was Carlton, one was Will. Do the math on which one actually mattered.
The one will matter the most. I don't want a storyline.
I really want to breeze through this because Mando is what I care about.
Jen, have you seen? Do you watch Bel Air or Mandalorian?
I don't. I
Okay.
do watch Mandalorian. I haven't seen season 3 though. I am so behind.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I was gonna give you an out at this point because we are done talking about Evil Dead.
And we're gonna spoil
We're
everything.
gonna be
with
we're gonna be
I
talking
know.
about this show.
I was reading the title and I'm like the Mandalorian season 3 finale review. I need to watch it. I have been so busy, and I'm kind of glad now that they're just like all out, so I can just binge them after school ends.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've heard this season. I mean, do you guys like it? I've kind of been hearing a mixed bag about it.
It's mixed. I like it, but it's kind of mixed with the episodes.
Yes.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It'd probably be better on the binge, probably, but waiting it week after week after
agree.
week was like.
I think it could be better on the binge.
Really, that's it. You know, we gotta wait until next week to see how that ties in, and then it doesn't. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Episode 3.
I think that's like the most annoying thing to me, at least, about the Disney Plus shows. I feel like, at least for me, I'm like, these are not week by week shows. Like, I don't think there's anything usually that I'm like, oh, I need to wait an extra week for it, and then I think they don't live up.
Hawkeye! Oh my god, bro! Woo!
Hawkeye, I like that one. It was good. It was like all right. I don't know. I used to be a bigger fan of the MCU shows, and the more I think about them, I'm like, I don't think they were that good, honestly, for a lot of them. In my opinion, like,
and I still loved it.
Yeah, WandaVision I think might be my favorite, but even then, like, I just think sometimes, like, by the finale, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it as much as I was before.
Mm-hmm.
Love how we're avoiding talking about Bel Air.
I was just trying
Bel Air wasn't bad.
I was just trying to give
bad.
Jen an out because we weren't talking about anything that she relates to her. That's why. But she could stay if she wants.
I mean, I'll leave when we get to Mandalorian. I don't want to get spoiled there.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'll listen to
but works. You absolutely should watch Bel Air. Bel Air's
for sure. Even if you haven't watched because it's based off the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. It's like a reboot spinoff type thing. Well, not spinoff. It's like a reboot. But you should definitely check it out. You don't have to watch the original show to enjoy this show.
Cool.
But
that's good to know, because I thought I thought it was one of those things where it's like, if you don't watch the original, you're not gonna be that into it. But cool.
So the thing with Will, so we found out last week that well, not found out. At this point, it was just revealed. We knew.
that Doc is.
But there's a twist, which I actually really liked.
Yeah.
The fact that it's not so bad. It's just that it's not entirely his fault.
Right.
And I like that.
He's kind of put in the scenario.
Because for 8 weeks, we were sitting here, Doc's bad.
Yeah.
And I like that there's a twist to that. And now it's, him and Uncle Phil got to work together. I really like that. I was like, oh, okay. I like that. And everything with Will, I'm digging. It kind of feels like we're going to end up in the same place with Will that we did last season.
Yeah, I'm kind of scratching my head. Like, I really hope that's not the case, because he's back to where he doesn't trust anybody again. It's like, what the heck? We literally just went through a whole season, the end of last season, with him not trusting everybody in his family. It's like, okay, now we're about to go through this again. And then I thought that he was looking like that because Uncle Phil was talking to him like, you got to go play with Doc because of the situations going on. That's why I thought he was sitting there looking upset. But no, he was just sitting there contemplating on everything that happened within the last couple of days or whatever. But I like all the stuff with Will. I think it's dope. He going through a lot of shit, and I think he's going a little bit overboard about the Doc situation. Like, why he go to him and ask him what was going on, other than just assuming that things were going on. Like, see his side of it, because it's always three sides.
Because
his side is the truth.
It's exactly what he said. He felt betrayed because he thought that Doc was the only one that believed in him, and then he found out, oh no, that's to him. Oh no, that's only bullshit. Blah 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 blah. It's like, well, now who the fuck do I trust? And that's exactly how he feels. So I kind of get that. Carlton, we were down here, then we got up here.
And now we're back down here. We're back down. He's back doing drugs again. He's back doing drugs again. He's hanging out with what's his name?
Tyler. I think his name is Tyler. Legit.
Is it Tyler?
No,
it's not Tyler.
I think so.
I thought it was like damn, it's something white and preppy. I'm sorry to say that, but it's definitely something white and preppy. What's his friend's name, AJ?
Connor.
That's what it is. Connor. He looked like a Connor.
There is a person in the show named Tyler. I know.
Connor.
It is, but he's cool.
Yeah.
He's on the basketball team.
Oh yeah, he's the other guy, the other white guy.
Yeah, this story, I'm sitting here like, I don't care about this. I just don't.
Well, what part? Where Carlton got blasted and he lost his car
like,
and all
we
that.
gotta make up the story, whatever.
Oh yeah, and they're talking to the moms and stuff.
I don't care about this. I think they tried making it funny, and I'm like, this isn't funny.
It's not. It's really not.
This is not funny, bro. You have a fucking drug addiction, legitimately.
They definitely tried to make this funny. They definitely did.
I'm like, I don't find drug addictions funny at all. That's not funny. Like, this is real shit. So I
think they were trying to reference the Fresh Prince episode where he's on speed.
I think the implosion of this story will be Jeffrey and him, because that's definitely what they're hinting at, which I'm fine with. I like when Jeffrey keeps pushing him. He's like, bro, you need to. I think the implosion of the storyline is going to be him owning up to what he did to Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil, and I'm okay with that. I think that's going to be a good scene if that happens Thursday. Hillary, she got a new boo thing.
Yeah, they had the whole football,
the little advertisement.
You know what? You know what this episode did? This episode gets a gold star. You know why? Because it had Ivy in it, and I didn't want to shoot myself.
Yeah, it had Ashley actually doing something in the episode too.
That's true.
Ivy was in this episode, and I was like, "Wow, you're not annoying the shit out of me right now."
Yeah.
Granted, she said like one sentence this whole episode, but I mean, I'll take what I can get. I mean, shit. Yeah. This was fine. I am liking Hillary more with this more than Jazz. Jazz is probably gonna come back. I don't care.
Yeah, he's coming back next week. Or this week.
I kind of don't like that we don't get like next on with these shows. Like we gotta wait.
At least a finale trailer.
Like we gotta wait until the next episode to figure out what's going on. I'm thinking about, because I watch like Power and stuff. Power even does this. Like Power shows what's about to happen next.
The Last of Us did that.
Yeah, like we see what happens next, but we don't with these shows. Law and Order do the same shit. It's like, I want to know what happens next. Like, let me know.
They used to do that on Law and Order though.
Yeah,
they used to do that on TV, but not on streaming.
I don't know. And then that was it. We got a whole bunch of. We still getting this drama with Aunt Viv and Uncle Phil and that
lawyer. Yeah, her.
I'm like, bro,
the one that was. Oh no, that's.
And then the thing with Uncle Phil and the lawyer firm. I feel like it comes and goes. I feel like it goes away, and then we're like, oh yeah, this is still a storyline. It's like, okay, whatever. This is hhappening.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like they are packing so much into this season, and I don't feel like 45 minutes this week is going to pay that off at all.
No, I mean,
something is going to get left in the shuffle.
I think I talked about it with you off camera. I was like, man, every single character is like has a main storyline, but they're put off to the side as B storyline. Like except Ashley.
Well, she did. She had the Miss Hughes thing, but that's gone.
Right. That's done too. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. I did like this episode, but I'm like,
I did too.
What are we doing this week?
He had a real conversation with Jackie.
Oh yeah, more than a conversation, but
yeah. I mean, we don't usually get that in this show, so that was kind of interesting, and it was off screen, so majority.
I don't know. I'm a little worried for the finale, but we'll be back here next week saying whether it was good or bad. I hope it's good, please.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Bel Air, episode 9. one more, and we are done with the season.
Damn. So we're done with Bel Air and Mando
After next
Yes.
week, yeah.
God damn. Well, that's upsetting. I ain't got no show to talk about. Got no show. I don't know if Law and Order is done too either.
Secret Invasion in June.
Secret Invasion. I guess.
That's 6 weeks.
I guess. So yeah. Obviously, Jen has not watched Mandalorian season 3, so she's gonna
Sorry
clock
about
out
that,
here.
guys.
It's okay.
You guys, you want to tell the chat? I know we only got like 4 people in here, but you want to let everyone know where they can follow you or find you?
Yeah, so just my name on YouTube. That's the best place probably where I'm most active. I'm actually going to be doing a live stream this Thursday, finally showing my Funko Pop collection. And just on Instagram, it's just my name as well, and Letterboxd as well. And yeah, thank you so much for having me, guys. I really appreciated it. It was a lot of fun to finally get to talk to you guys, like literally, because we're
Right.
DMing and stuff like that. So it's really, really fun. And I'm gonna clock out only because I haven't seen The Mandalorian, and I don't want to get spoilers because I've
right.
been very good about not getting any spoilers. Like, I don't know a single thing that happens, and I don't know how I've managed to do that because obviously
Because you keep
follow a
busy,
lot.
that's why.
And you have Twitter too, right?
Actually, I deleted Twitter. I
good.
had
That's the one
No,
place
yeah.
you'll probably get spoiled on
Yeah.
there. You'll get
Yeah,
spoiled on there.
I was like really obsessed with Twitter for a while, but I just deleted it because I was like, I need to stop being on this app, and I haven't been on it in a while. But for sure, I would have probably gotten spoiled there. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for having me again. It was
Appreciate
nice
you
to-
joining.
Yeah, of course.
All right,
Bye. Have a nice chat about The Mandalorian.
awesome. Okay, let's go ahead.
Let's go.
Let's get it. So
Finale.
I haven't been here for the last 2 episodes that we talked about Mandalorian. I ain't gonna lie, I was 3 episodes behind. I had to binge watch all 3 of these episodes back to back to back. So that's episode what, 7, 8? No,
6,
what?
7, and 8.
6, 7, 8. Episode 6, thought it was cool. Episode 7, cool as well. Now the finale, I ain't gonna lie, the finale is pretty fire.
How do you think this was fire, but last week was cool? They're the same episode to me.
It's just because the way it ends, it's like okay, it's like they could have made this one long episode. They really could have.
I agree. These 2 episodes to me are a 2-part episode. I've said this, and now I hope you guys understand what I mean now. Them announcing a Mandalorian movie shot them right in the ass, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, you could have taken a little bit of the beginning of the season, put it onto episode 7 and 8, smushed it together, add a little bit of ending in there. There's your Mandalorian movie to end the show.
Yeah, because
It's the movie is more than a Mandalorian movie, though. It's supposed to wrap up all the Star Wars TV shows.
I don't know.
I get what you're saying though, because at the end of this episode, I was like, this easily could have been a series finale. I was thinking that.
Yeah, I agree. I think after this is like what else do I want to see from this? Like, what else?
Exactly.
Like the person
I kind of was feeling that last season too.
John Clark Esposito's character, like for all we know, he's toast. Like
no, he's not.
He's not.
No,
you don't think
he's gonna
toast?
be the He's gonna be the reoccurring. He's gonna be the Captain Phasma of Mandalorian.
Captain Phasma.
Captain Phasma was toast in The Last Jedi and did not come back.
Well, that's because they didn't care to bring her back. But
she didn't come back.
Shoot, dude, he was literally wearing Beskar armor, and all he did was get set on fire, bro. He's coming back.
No, he got obliterated. It wasn't just set on fire. It was a whole ship that crashed.
Yeah, ship that fell down. Yeah.
I think he's alive.
I mean, he could be, but
we didn't see the body.
Yeah, if you don't see the body,
we didn't see the body. You're right.
I don't see them. I don't see them bringing him back for 2 episodes to kill him. No way. They would have made it more definitive than that.
That's Marvel for you. I mean, not Marvel. That's Star Wars for you.
I don't see them doing that. You know,
he was really good in these last 2 episodes, though. Really good.
He's fucking fantastic. He's one of the best actors. He's my Doctor Doom. If I'm gonna keep it a buck with you,
Facts.
that's who I want.
Facts.
Him or Magneto. Give me that,
Facts.
please. Or Professor X, because they were talking about that too.
Facts.
But bro, he is one of my favorite actors working right now.
Yeah.
He is incredible. The man could give the most boring speech humanly possible, and he said he could read me the entirety of the Declaration of Independence, and I would sit there and listen to it.
That's why I was upset that he wasn't in The Boys season 3 that much. Like he's not in that season that much, and I was so upset because he's the best part of season 2.
He's some of the best parts of that show. Period.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, he's great. He's great as well. You know, I love his line delivery.
Fearsome.
Yeah, facts. But the one characters that I thought really stole the show, and we all been talking about her throughout this entire fucking show. Bo-Katan is fucking the GOAT, or she's the star of this whole show. It's not Mandalorian, it's her. Like,
yeah.
You know that I like I said, I wasn't here for the episode where Mando gave her the dark saber. I'm like, oh yeah, it's all hands on deck now. She got the weapon she been wanting to get. You know.
So let's talk about the dark saber. So I saw a lot of. First of all, you geeks have nothing but to complain about. I swear to God. You get a bad episode, you complain about it. You get a good episode, you complain about it. You get a great, satisfying ending to a season that was meh, but you still get a season finale that wraps up everything nicely. That was so mid. Oh my God, that was one of the worst Star Wars finales I've ever seen. What do you want at this point?
Yeah, I agree.
What do you want? Legitimately, you get good, you complain about it. You get mid, you complain about it. You get bad, you complain about it. At this point, I don't like saying this. If you don't like it that much, don't watch it.
Yeah, for sure. I agree, man.
Legitimately,
I thought most of the stuff in this movie was spot on. You know,
I don't like saying don't. If you don't like it, don't watch it. But if you're not happy with any type of quality, it's clearly not for you at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like me watching the entirety of the MCU and complaining about all 38,000 movies that we have and saying every single one of these is terrible, but I'm going to keep watching them.
Yeah, you love hating at that. You're hate watching at that point.
I don't know. I loved this. I really did. Mm-hmm. Bo-Katan, oh my God. When she flew...
She was flying
with that dark saber.
Yes, bro. Oh my God.
Was incredible.
That was awesome. It was awesome. I said, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, this is awesome.
Was incredible. That fight with all the Mandalorians taking out those troopers, that was incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved every second of it. I saw people saying, "Oh, this is goofy. It looks stupid." I don't care. I don't care. I love it.
Sure.
When Star Wars is amazing to me, I will say it's amazing to me. I absolutely loved it. The fight with Mando and Moff Gideon was awesome. I loved it. Grogu in this episode was awesome.
Grogu was awesome.
I don't know how I feel about him being in that damn costume the whole time saying yes.
I love it. I love that.
It's funny because I'm watching it with my fiance. She gonna say really, like, because the scene he's walking and just hitting the button the whole time.
No.
Like what? Like what the fuck, bro? Really? Like I told him like it's not gonna be like that the whole episode. Then it turns out to be like that the whole episode. But at least he was using it at the right moments. Like, I thought, I love Grogu throughout this entire show. Every time you look at him, you can't
really
say,
good.
You can't say
though.
nothing but say, "Oh," the whole time. Every time you look at him,
he was though.
Yeah,
I thought there was.
I love the shot that he technically saves Mando.
He does.
He saves Mando and Bo-Katan at the end of the episode.
There was a part where like he used the Force and one of the little rod things that the Sith troopers had moved, and I said, "Oh shit, is he about to fuck these motherfuckers up with that shit?" That didn't happen, but
it didn't happen.
The Darksaber, not yet. So I seen a lot of people say, "Oh, why did they just toss away the Darksaber like that? That's ridiculous." Now, from one side, I understand. The Darksaber is a very ancient weapon in the Star Wars universe. I understand that. On the other hand, this is the payoff to Bo-Katan's story.
Mm-hmm.
Her whole point, which was very blatant in season 2, for the people that say, "Oh, she didn't have an arc," shut up. In
People said
season
she didn't
2,
have an arc. Who's saying this?
listen,
The Star Wars fans.
the
was some of the
people,
best
the
art.
things,
The
the
toxic
things
Star
people
Wars
have
fans.
been saying about this season have made me want to just
That's one of the things of this season, though, that stands out.
listen.
Anyway, let's keep moving.
In season 2, they made it clear that she wanted the Darksaber. That's what she wanted. They had a whole discussion about that after Din took down Moff Gideon. We got to this season, she makes it abundantly clear. I want the Darksaber. That's all I care about. She gets the Darksaber, but she didn't care about the Mandalore. She got re-inducted, whatever, into Mandalore. Now she's Mandalorian. And now they take the Darksaber away from her. All she has is the Mandalorian. She is going to lead the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That's her arc.
She realized that what she thought she wanted the most wasn't really what she needed. It was basically family.
Mm-hmm.
Call up Dominic Toretto.
People. She needed people.
She needed people. She needed a home.
That is the ending of her arc.
And that's the arc right there.
I understand why people are upset about them throwing away the Darksaber. Hell, even when that initially happened, even I was like, okay, I'm a little iffy about that. But Moff Gideon literally says it. You have no Darksaber, you have nothing. And then she says something along the lines of like the Mandalore. This is the way.
Family.
Yeah. She said something along those lines.
She might as well just
Toretto.
And when she said that, I said,
you might
that's the end of her arc.
Walk through the building.
That is the end of her arc. I don't know how you watch this whole season and you watch that ending and I understand the Darksaber thing. Putting that aside, I don't understand how you watch that and you're not like, that wasn't satisfying. What was unsatisfying? Other than them bringing Moff Gideon back for 2 episodes and taking him out. Okay. What was unsatisfying? I don't get it. I don't get how you watch. Yes, the episodes themselves, some were good, some were meh. Okay. But the story from start to end, how do you watch that episode and follow it to a T, watch this finale and say that was unsatisfying? What more did you want them to do? They wrapped up everything. I don't give a shit. They wrapped up everything the way they did. Nothing was left in the air other than Moff Gideon's fate on a technical level. And where Bo-Katan went too, because we didn't see her after the whole thing. We saw only Mando going and saying, "Oh, I want to fight for the New Republic, whatever,
right,
or work for the New Republic." What was left in the air?
Undercover. Yeah.
What was left in the air?
I wish this was a series finale and not a season finale. Because I think Mando's arc is done as well. Like he's working for the New
Mando's
Republic.
arc has been done.
Mando's arc has been done. That's why he's been on the back burner this entire season.
It's like, I don't know where else they can go from here.
This season to me is what when I had thought that Book of Boba Fett was going to be the season 3 of Mandalorian, which it kind of was, but you know what I mean.
2.5.
This is what I thought that was going to be. I thought it was going to be essentially, it's the Mandalorian, but it's not focused on Din Djarin. It's focused on another Mandalorian. Essentially, that's what this was. Only Din Djarin was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad about that. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of tired of being mad about Star Wars. There was a point in my life where I just fucking hated Star Wars, and I was like, this is so miserable. I hate this shit. I don't want to see another lightsaber or a blaster ever again in my life. And this show is just so fucking good. Yes, this season had its issues, yes. But when it was good, it was good. And I just want to appreciate that. I'm tired of complaining about Star Wars. There are people to this day that still say The Last Jedi is the worst movie they've ever seen in their fucking life. I don't want to be that person. I want to appreciate the good. That's why I don't shit on Book of Boba Fett till I'm blue in the face. I appreciate the good things in that show. Yes, it was a waste of time ultimately, but there are things to appreciate. And that's what I want to do. I want to appreciate the good. I don't want to be hung up on the negative. I don't want to be like that. Because then what's the point of being a fan? It's just boring and miserable. I don't want to be boring and miserable while being in a galaxy with laser swords and laser blasters and green people. I don't need that.
Green people. I agree, man. That's why I tell people. I said, I see the issues with Rise of Skywalker, but I still enjoy that movie for what it is. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's something I can't see the good in. I'm sorry.
I feel the same
I can't see the good in that movie, but I'm not gonna sit here and still complain about it. You know, not the way that people do about The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, overall, when it comes to season definitely had its ups and downs. There were some slow episodes we definitely didn't care about. But I do agree, when it was good, it was good. You know, especially these last 3 episodes. Yeah, they were really good. You know, especially the last 2. The last two definitely were good. Yeah, episode 6 was.
Episode 6 actually kind of made me not want to continue watching this show.
Oh yeah, and lastly, episode 3, being that we have our nice little bow on this season, episode 3 was a fucking waste of everybody's time.
Yo, the payoff for episode 3
was nothing.
Was an alley discussion.
Yeah, those characters never came back. Like that's so
I swear, if they set up a show for her, I swear.
Yeah, she's
this actor can't catch a break.
Such a dull character.
Yeah, she was in Quantumania too. And
I think I might actually have an aneurysm if that happens.
Well, that is the warrior chick, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh yeah, she's terrible
in that movie.
She's terrible. I agree.
But people might eat that shit up because people love Andor. So I don't know.
But people didn't like that episode, though.
No, people love that. Some people love that episode.
Some.
Not us, but a lot of people were like,
relate to that.
This was some of the best Star Wars ever because it was not, pew, pew, pew.
All right.
Okay.
You guys got any more thoughts on this?
Episode was awesome. Oh, did we talk about the armor? She was really good in this episode as well.
Which one?
Hello?
The armor?
Yeah.
She was all right.
She was all right in this episode.
Yeah. What did she do?
I thought she was dope. She was flying with him and
that was cool.
She was taking dudes out too.
With the hammer. Yeah, she was.
This was the
actually
first
out
time we really
seen her actually
fight.
do shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
she was cool. I thought everyone was good. Like I said,
y'all were frozen.
That's what I'm saying. That happened in the last episode, but even the guy with the fucking minigun when he fucking did sacrifice himself, I thought that was dope too. But I don't know, that was. I'm trying to figure it. Like I said, I watched all the episodes back to back. So the last 2 episodes joined together because they happened like it's in basically the same time.
Episode.
Yeah, Mm-hmm. But yeah, all that stuff was cool. Seeing Mando. Ordering the fucking droid to open up the fucking barrier so he can get through to fight all the fucking troopers. I thought that was dope too.
The droid getting ambushed by the little carts.
Yo, the little like the police thing.
The police carts.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that was hilarious.
So I guess breaking news, the reactions to The Flash have come out.
Okay.
Everyone said it was incredible. This is one tweet. I will read one.
I'm about to say don't, because I really don't want to hear it.
I'm gonna read one. Believe the hype. Christopher Nolan movies aside, The Flash is the greatest DC movie of the last 30 years that belongs in the same conversation as Superman 78 and Batman 89. The movie breaks incredible new ground in superhero cinema and honors DC's lore of the years past.
Okay.
All right.
Even the ones that weren't saying it's the greatest thing ever said it's really good.
Okay. Well, I'll take that for what it is.
I'll take that and forget about it when the movie comes out. I'm still going with very low expectations.
Same.
But yeah, you got any more thoughts on this episode? Move on to the next
Did we
one?
talk about Grogu being Din Grogu?
Yes.
Yeah.
He adopted Grogu, which is awesome. I love that. I love that his face, like, you're really going to adopt me? Like, he really has that look on his face when he hears that. Like, really? Like, you're going to adopt me? Yo, that's awesome. I thought it was cool. I think it was great.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Nada.
All right.
Very solid episode.
Yes.
Enjoyed it.
So, yeah. Blu-ray collection update. It's been a while since I've been on here. I'm going to show the two that I got. You guys already know. I picked up Magic Mike. I picked up Ad Astra on
4K.
Because it was on. It had the slipcover and it was only $9. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll buy that. I'll upgrade that and get rid of my Blu-ray.
Oh,
but you guys already knew.
Did Magic Mike get a 4K? Or is it just
no, it did not. Which is cool because the other ones don't have 4K, so it'll be sitting right next to the other Magic Mike movies I have. So yeah, but you guys already know I had to get that. That was a day one. So yeah,
did you see it? Have you seen it?
I haven't watched it yet. It's still in plastic,
okay.
but it will get watched. It will get watched.
No, I didn't know if you saw it in theater.
I didn't. That's the one I missed. I definitely missed it. It didn't have a long run in the theater though, did it? I don't think so.
It didn't.
Okay.
I don't think it really made money like that.
Yeah, I figured that. But yeah. About to end the stream, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more information on the future of Nerd Talk. We'll be discussing in the future what we're going to do with the platform. We're discussing on probably making a separate YouTube channel for Nerd Talk specifically just to stream on there. And then I'll talk about making an Instagram page. So more of that information will be coming in the future. Hope you guys are ready for that as well. Shout out to my boy Tyler. Shout out to my boy AJ. You guys are always holding it down for me. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. And all their links to all their stuff will be in the description below. Definitely check them out. Tyler has great reviews on his Instagram. AJ has a lot of great videos on his YouTube channel and also on Instagram as well. So go check them out as well. And if you guys haven't subscribed to me, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And we're on this one, you guys. Peace out.